They didn't play anyway, and there was a non-factor anyway. Like,
and there's reasons some guys don't play. Like, it's easy to get upset when you start seeing people leave in mass quantities. But you go back and look at the transfers the last few years for us and the success they've had. And honestly, besides Isaiah Bond, Eli Holston, and there's one more there I'm forgetting.
What's called looked good last night, even though they lost.
Yeah, Oregon.
Holden looked good.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, that's 4 out of like 50. You know what I mean?
But yes, Van, the percentage of is very low. Like I said, what we lose out the portal versus what we get out the portal, we get other people's production versus they're getting. I hope he's still that 4 or 5 star guy that was recruited. I hope he still has that in him. Now, don't get me wrong. For like a Justice Hayes, I think he made the best decision to go to Michigan because for his style of running back, he going to a place that still plays that style of football over there, man.
So, and that's a team that's getting a lot of good players in. They're coming off a high with a bowl victory. Michigan's going to be one to look out for next year.
I noticed yesterday Michigan is still riding that momentum when they start playing well in that recruiting moment. They still riding that momentum. Hands down, man. I'm telling y'all, like my opinion, I seen everything I wanted to see out of yesterday, but it was just from the Michigan side. I seen from Michigan what I want to see for Alabama. What do we look moving forward? How can we build on our team moving forward? But I didn't see that from us. I seen it from Michigan side. You know what I'm saying?
So I got a question for y'all. You talking about the production, the guys we losing, right? So and I had mentioned to you guys in the chat or in the text. So we got Mbakwe, right? Come in, play defense, then kind of pull a gangster move. I gotta give it to him, going to pull
some mafia shit.
And get his demands.
Oh, guys,
he makes his demands and gets his demand. But me looking from a different perspective, guys like Amari Jefferson.
I definitely say what I think you just gonna say. Say it, yeah. Say
because I had said something in I was in Bama Moore chat last night in his live, brother, and I had said basically what I'm saying now, and he was like, well, Mbakwe look good because we see him, but we don't see these other cats,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So you have people like Jefferson and other cats that been sitting there, Prentice, Law, who they only seem to know how to do end arounds with a sweep and stuff like that. They never really send them out on, no really routes. I mean, how would you guys feel? I mean, just being honest.
This is what I said too about Amari Jefferson today when I was talking to my son about it on here. Like, I don't care or whatever because I don't even know who he is. I said, but I never really thought he was gonna be a star at Alabama like that, but he's somebody good coming out of high school at the state of Tennessee. I said, but when you look at it like this, you got a guy like Mbakwe about to leave and be like, I want to play a wide receiver too. And he gets automatically snaps in this ball game. Not even let's start this during the spring. This ball game, you getting snaps at wide receiver and
automatic.
I'm still on the sideline.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I was so mad about the quarterback and O-line play. I didn't even know he played. I'll be straight up. I'll be real with you.
So we go through spring ball, fall ball. Some guys been there 2 years, 2 seasons.
Yeah.
3 seasons went through spring ball, fall ball, whatever. And this guy come in and he get ample playing time on the defensive side, right? He ain't really starting, but he get ample playing time on the defensive side. He ain't took no snaps on the offensive side. Not here at Alabama.
Yeah.
Right? He ain't took no snaps. He come in like, okay, this is what I want. You give it to him. Yeah, I've been busting I'm in the film room. I'm in the weight room.
Bro.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel some kind of way about that because I'm like, yo.
And I would too if I was him. Yeah, for sure.
Like with Jerry Hamilton and Marvin Johnson, yeah, I didn't see the production, but on their behalf, I discussed it today with my son. I said I feel some type of way about it. Like I'm playing center. Then this defensive lineman talking about I want to play both sides of the ball. I play center too, and I've been sitting on. I feel like I'm next up. Then this man just talking about he want to play center. And
I'm gonna make an exception to that one though. If we got a D lineman that 2 weeks ago thinks he can block better than what we got right now, if I was a coach, I'd take his ass. I'd say, "Yep, come on down, flip, play both sides. Don't even care." I'd be like, "Y'all had 2 years to get better, and you didn't yet." So I can't even count the O-line in this conversation.
No, I'm just speaking from.
I know. I'm just being a bitter ass Alabama
fan. We didn't kick this off in spring. You said 2 weeks ago I want to play, and then you put him on the big screen. It's like,
and you doing it.
But
now.
There ain't no loyalty in sports, boys. Like just like in high school, you put work in, and the guy over here next to you is more talented than you, and man, he don't show up to practice half the time. You know, his grades ain't up to par, but if he's better than you, they're gonna play him. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, life ain't fair in the world as mean sometimes.
Hey, welcome to Nick Saban Jr. Sports Talk TV.
Oh, we live.
Porch College Football Talk. We on the way. College Football Playoff Edition. Round 3 is set. Let's fight, baby.
Woo. Y'all, listen. Round 2 was great, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Man. Round 2 had some fireworks in it, and you know, a lot of Bama fans still. I heard a lot of Bama fans. Like I told you, I was in what's called chat last night. His live, Bama Moore's live, and a lot of people told me, "Yeah, see, Alabama should have got in." No shit.
Shit, I don't want to be in the FCS championship playoffs right now. Like North Dakota State and Montana State would beat us. Is how I feel right now. Like I am down on us right now. I'm pissed. I'll save it for later.
I do just recently asked me, he like, "Man, you a Bama fan for real?" Because the way you talk about Bama, so I was like, I don't know. I said, "Nah, I'm just a realist. I ain't that fanboy like most people here." I said, I told him, I'm like, I'm not glad we lost the game, but hopefully this is a shut that shit up talking about we should have been in the playoffs, because obviously that shows we shouldn't have been in the playoffs. Teams don't want to play us because they don't know what Jalen Miro going to get. I didn't get to be in because I didn't know what Jalen Miro was going to get. We've been getting the same damn Jalen Miro.
My problem is I pretty much knew what Jalen Milroe we was going to get. And then you look around and Oklahoma loses to Navy. And then, you know, the team that knocked us out of an automatic bid. Then we get our ass whooped by Michigan. No, you ain't going to hear that playoff talk shit out of me. No, sir. Looks like they got it right.
Got it damn right.
No matter what happened with Indiana or what happened with
somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose, man. Like, if you watch the NFL, I've seen years with playoff games it'd be 50-point blowouts. But that other team that got blowed out still did what they needed to do to get to the playoffs. So you can't get mad at it. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. We had our opportunity.
Though I like, even like people talking about the win the conference, I still ain't mad about that. It is what it is with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. It is what it is with that. Shoot. Arizona State yesterday, they pissed me off so damn bad.
Man,
can you believe that? Like, had they have won, you would have no SEC representation in the final.
No.
Can I just go ahead and throw the big picture out there? I know Texas is still in it. I think we got to quit hollering SEC most dominant, because more than likely Big Ten gonna win another natty this year. That's 2 in a row. I think we can shut that shit up. Calling them soft, all their schedules ain't nothing.
We got to.
But they whooping our ass right now.
Hey, listen.
And wishy-washy yours goddamn wanted to give it up so bad, but I guess the higher ups was like, nah, that ain't finna happen. They ain't no targeting call. Brush it off. We've been calling targeting all year, but let's not call that one though.
The oil money, baby. That oil money. We have to make these guys relevant. Money. We got to make them relevant.
Speaking of oil money, y'all kept up with Texas Tech in the transfer portal?
Going stupid.
Look out, man.
One of the top 5 teams doing damage in the portal right now.
I'm telling you, they're gonna make a bid for the Big 12.
per on 3. And
So
go ahead. My bad.
So we can look at Texas schools being, you know, Baylor ain't spending no money.
And then should it spend none yesterday? Man, real talk though, and I don't want to derail the show because I know you got a direction you want to go.
I really don't. I'm freestyle. I just want to talk.
Can we talk about who fumbled the bag the hardest this year? And that's the commissioner of the Pac-12. Because had they stayed formed, they had a team almost make it in Arizona State and a team that almost made it in Oregon that made it into the playoffs.
Yeah,
man, like
facts,
dude. Pac-12 last year, Washington made it to the title game. Like they had good teams in the Pac-12, and they fumbled the bag, bro. Now they're the Pac-2 or whatever, and then the Big Ten gets all the good money schools, adds it to what they already had. I mean, it's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. They fumbled the bag hard. Like I don't know who that commissioner is, but they should have fired his ass.
Yeah, like bro, you broke this up, and look what we did in the other conferences now.
Right.
Oregon, man, like for real, bro, like for real.
Exactly.
So at this point, it's safe to say Ryan Day is out the hot seat, and the ones that picked James Franklin on the hot seat, it's safe to say they off now. They off the hot seat right now.
Yeah. Yes. 100%. Ryan Day may not be doing Just for Men commercials for 10 years now instead of 5. but hey, real talk, and I know we'll probably go in more in depth, but have you seen a team gel like they're gelling right now? And we already know on paper they got the most money spent talent.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they look like they're peaking at the right time. They kicking everybody's ass.
Man, man, they look so strong right now. Like,
it ain't like they walked through Indiana and SMU to get here. They beat a good Tennessee team and the number 1 Oregon team to get here. So,
I mean,
they're scary.
They made Oregon look so pedestrian yesterday. Like, but we said it though. Oregon is the most quietest undefeated team I ever saw.
You said it.
Like, I'm like, it's crazy to me that they undefeated and the hype. Like Oregon it wasn't there. It wasn't there. Is Lawson coming back with Jefferson at linebacker? I haven't heard anything on Lawson. I am keeping up updates, on current, like checking every daggone minute of the hour, but I haven't heard anything about Lawson yet though.
I keep seeing like rumors pop up about Lawson, but rumors are like gas station bathrooms. You really only go to them when you got to. So like most time ain't nobody got no sources. They just bullshitting. So
and then when I go
stay away from that.
When I go to the gas station bathroom, I'm gonna pee on the floor too. I'm like, it's so nasty right now. I'm like, I'm not about to step my J's in that shit. You got me from here.
Hey, Tough as Nails in the chat said Oregon spent the most on NIL. He said they spent $22 million.
And we said that I had seen something yesterday that said something like 23 million, but 22, 23, yeah.
And hey, I mean, they almost made it. I guess
I think it was still one of the most quietest bags that was dropped too.
Right, it really was.
Everything was quiet about Oregon,
but it's always been that way, man.
I think Oregon spent the most, and I think Texas may have been second. Then I think Ohio State came in.
Okay. Hey, so I agree with you, Joe. We need to get more physical. Alabama team. We do gotta establish dominance some type of way. And what I will say, Michigan, they playing football, old-fashioned football. I'm going all off of my strengths. We gonna out physical you. We're gonna run you down. We're gonna run it until you can't stop it, and we're gonna hope for the best.
Hey, and the way they're built, you get a quarterback that can manage to make throws when needed. He ain't got to ball out. Just make the throws needed to continue drives. Michigan will be in the plus next year. Like, because they already built pretty good, and they got some crazy players coming in. But man, I'm reading these chats, and these chats going wild right now. Yeah, you just pulled it up.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. I hope
I've been hearing the rumors about he may be getting that go, but it's his first year. You think they let him go his first year?
That sounds kind of suspect to me because I don't think their offense was like dead last or anything. I'd have to go back and look. But
also what I'm hearing too that I don't think they that satisfied with the offensive play calling either.
Oh, well, fuck it then. I don't know if we want it.
My thing is, NFL is a different beast from college, though, man.
We ain't got Michael Penix either.
Yeah, facts.
Here's my thing about the whole Grub thing, and I've been screaming this since Saban was there. The man don't want to beat Alabama. That's just that's how I felt about him. He didn't really want to be in Alabama. He could have been Alabama with Saban, right?
He wanted some kind of. Would he really be if he came back?
Right. He could. I think he wanted some kind of guarantee right then that he wanted to be hired right on the spot or some, of the fact. And Saban was like, I still got some people to interview or whatever. It's still a process. So he went back and he pledged his allegiance to Washington, and he stayed, and they had that season. And really, when the boy got the job, Grubb had his heart and soul set on being the head coach of Washington. That's what his heart and soul was. And he thought he was going to get that job. And they overlooked him, and they hired the coach now. And that's really when he decided to come to Alabama. But when he came to Alabama, it never really was. You never saw his name on the roster. Like, you start seeing this person's name on the roster, this person joined Alabama. You never saw his name, and then all of a sudden he made a thing. Well, I'm your OC for now. That just tells me a lot.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. I'm not making it up. He's like, I'm your OC.
No, that's real.
Nah, I ain't your OC for now. I'm finna go. I'm finna go.
Hey, I got a question. Is that true? And I'm not questioning the Tough as Nails because I see them everywhere, and they talk some real ball. But it says we spent $16 million in the NIL, and LSU spent $18 million. And if that's true, we need to pool up and get a class action lawsuit together and sue some damn body because we got ripped the fuck off. Like, we need to get Alex Shinara or the Hammer, whoever one of them lawyers is on TV, and get a damn class action together because we spent money that we did not get a return on.
Right.
Some bullshit.
Can I say my feeling on that? I really think who was that one player, bro?
It really feels like it. It really does.
Do I think offensive line play could have been better? But shit, if you got
for sure.
They got anticipation about themselves, they're gonna release it at the right. Like, not hold on to the ball so long. At least get rid of the ball and live and fight another day, not just take a sack. That shit looks a lot better too. And listen, I love Miro. I do. I got a Miro jersey in the house. I love the dude, man. I love the dude, and I hate that I have to. I've been trying to hold back for so long and not saying this shit out loud like that. But yesterday was so obvious. Like, what the hell is going on, bro? Like, what is going on? I think with the better quarterback, we get better. Like, we give Nick Sheridan hell. Do I still feel like another OC? Yes, it parts me a lot to do because I get mad at times with the play fucking calling, but it's at times like, shit, I just drew it up. The motherfucker running around the field wide open. Why the fuck did you just throw the ball? So person like me, I get the fuck shit. Whatever, goddamn call. I don't give a damn what you do, bro. Do it. You gonna do what the hell you do anyway, so like, I don't give a damn what I call this shit. You ain't gonna answer.
I've talked to a lot of people. Go ahead,
man.
No, you good. Go. You've been sitting on yours a minute. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I saw because I was at work when the game was going on, so I kind of came home and kind of rewatched it. I didn't really watch it. I just kind of watched the highlights. But there was this one play where Jam Miller came out the back. I mean, and he was over there by himself, just number green grass. At least he had 40 yards. And Jay Miro tried to force the ball to, I forget who he threw it to. I'm like, dude, and he in double coverage. I'm like, why would you throw that ball? You got 5-10 yards away from you, a man wide open, bro. Hit him. He got at least 30, 40 yards. And we rock, man. Listen, me and Nick behind, man, we were praying and hoping that Miro succeed from all, the bad publicity people that want him from, 2-3 years ago. We like, man, I hope this guy come out and just shut everybody up. But we had to be honest.
Like I say, it like raise a kid, man. I texted you, like, I love them. I love my kids. When you're fucking up, I ain't gonna say, oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's not okay. You got to do better. You got to do better. You can't continue to do this and expect great things to happen. You can't. So all I do is say, just get better, Miro. Get better, bro. You going to the NFL now, you declare, hopefully you get in the right hands and get in the system that you can actually sit down, get developed, get the quarterback coaching you need, and learn something, and hopefully you can be a steady backup or go somewhere and fight for a starting position. You know what I'm saying? After you, whatever you do, whatever.
So that's my reservations about firing the OC, man. Like, I'm not saying he's good. I don't really know. Yeah. But when you're handcuffed to a player that can't throw it short, he can't throw the intermediate passes, you've just cut half or 3/4 of the playbook out. Now what do you do as a play caller? Like, you're scheming these receivers open. They're open. We all seen it. There was Bernard was open so many times. I lost count.
Yeah, he was so mad. He was so mad yesterday, bro.
He should have been. And like I don't know what you do with that. Like, at times I kind of felt like I blame the head coach on that one, because I'm like, if the quarterback ain't getting it done, eventually you got to put somebody else in. And I don't want to take this topic too far off subject, but I didn't necessarily expect to go into this game to win. We'd all talked about it. We wanted to see a youth movement. We wanted to see building blocks for the future. Because let's be honest, if you're not in the playoffs, the bowl games don't matter no more. Like, they don't matter. It's like I told y'all yesterday in the chat, like, either expand the playoffs or stop the bowl games, because who gives a shit if you win and get to take a picture with a giant Cheez-It? Like, who cares? Like, who cares?
Everybody eat a fat ass Pop-Tart after the game.
Right.
Like, that shit don't look like it's good. It don't like the same Pop-Tart that you eat.
Right.
It looked terrible, just like the game did. But, like,
for real.
Like, it's one of them things, man. We're like, I wanted to see what we were going to build on. Use this as an extension of spring ball to start getting your team ready. Hell, I ain't seen nothing, man. We put the quarterback in that we pretty much knew wasn't coming back next year in a game that pretty much really didn't matter in the standings of the season, because we didn't win the SEC and we didn't go to playoffs. So what does it matter? A bowl game in this day and age is a participant trophy. Let's just call it what it is, because you can go 6-6, which is mid. And if you win a bowl game, everybody's like, oh, here's a trophy and blah, blah, blah. And we're like, we're rewarding you for doing halfway okay. Yeah. Like, what does it matter?
Jumped on your head.
Right. Like, I ain't trying to take away from nothing, but we seen nothing. Like, and I'm not putting the defense down in that, because that's a different subject. I thought the defense played well. One of their better games of the year. Like, I'm hoping that's a building block for the future, because I liked what I seen for the most part. We put them in terrible situations and held them to field goals several times. So, I'm not mad at them. But that damn offense, man, Lord have mercy.
I seen something today. Said some Kane Womack produced the best defense since 2017. Now, at times during the moment, it didn't look like it. But if you start just looking back at it as a whole, you be like, I kind of can see that. Yeah. I kind of can see that. Then you start
think about the turnovers in the South Carolina game. We start making turnovers, putting them in bad situations. The Oklahoma game, where we're turning the ball over on like the 30 2 or 3 times. Like, we're putting the defense in bad spots. So you can't go by the overall score, because their back's against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly
the offense has got to help you. If you look at the Tennessee game in the first half, the defense did everything they could. There was like 2 turnovers. They were holding them to field goals. They were doing everything they could to keep us in the ball game. Offense couldn't do shit. And how long do you expect them to play that good? You got to start going out and putting drives together and giving them some rest, man. Give them some time. Like Tennessee made the playoffs this year, and if you look the first half of that ball game, we had as good a chance of beating them as anybody did this year.
Yep.
On defense, offensively, we couldn't do shit.
I'm got tough nails said ain't nothing about his character, but let's move on.
It's time to take that book back to the library. Time for a new one. We done read this one a few times, you know.
Y'all know what I miss?
It is what it is.
Y'all know what I miss? Nice little quick slant passes. And dude,
oh Lord, yeah.
Listen. Tonight, Notre Dame's first touchdown. When they got that turnover, that fumble, that was a nice slant pass. He put it in there pretty. Hey, it's been a minute since we've seen it, and I just want a quarterback who could just.
That shows you they don't even trust that mofo to throw a slant, bro.
Yeah, or like that little 5-yard curl pattern, you know, just to get that 2nd and 5 where you could run the ball, maybe have a short yardage 3rd down.
This is my thing.
It's home run with Ryan Williams, or it's nothing.
I've been saying that I've been schooling my son in the NCAA. I ain't played games in well over 10 years. I'm probably talking about on the 13th, 14th. Like, for real, I ain't played games in so long. But like I told him, I said, I like defense more than I ever liked it because of you. I said, but see how I call these games on here? I said, I'm an offensive-minded guy. I said, I said, how I'm calling the games, I don't even play with Alabama. I said, but this is how we'll call it with Miro. I would still keep that stuff he like to do, make you think he can run, but my wide receivers would be doing little 5 to 3 yard curls. And it'd be quick, it'd be so quick. Boom, boom. Jam Miller, you hit him in the mouth. Other guy, you hit him in the mouth. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm running. Me, I like to run sets with packed in. We got tight ends and the wide receivers up close. And I like to run a lot of mesh concepts and stuff with the pass and stuff because I like to run the ball. I like to run it because my base is going to run the ball. So we packed in tight. So when I run my mesh concepts, you don't know if I'm running or passing. You don't know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Formation looks the same. I'll even call the motions the same. That way you're like, I don't know. He might be running. He might be throwing.
And I had my son so messed up last night because he was like, I know you're going to run. He said, but I know you hit me with a quick curl or a quick slant or got that you tight end me to wide open downfield. I said, this is the thing about me. You don't know. Illinois. You heard me. Illinois. Yes, Illinois. But man, but that's over with now. I seen stuff on Keelan Russell said one of his biggest driving motivations to come into Alabama was saying something about they want him to start right away. I'm like, oh shit, right away? God damn. That's tough.
And honestly, if we didn't have there again, man, like I ain't trying to knock nobody on the team, but if we didn't have nobody that could come out there and quarterback the team no better than what we had, like if they couldn't pass Milroe enough, like that the coach didn't even trust them to come out there, yeah, we may need him right now. Like, come on down. We need you now.
And man, this is what I was going to tell you when we was talking the other day. I'm like, because I'm thinking of so many scenarios. I remember I told you, I said, I'm so optimistic about Bama. I'm like, maybe he didn't want to show nothing his hand for next year. Maybe somebody so awesome for next year, you don't want to show it. I'm like, nah, I'm stupid as hell right now. Then I start thinking a realistic thought like, does this man have to play this man or something? Like, due to this NIL stuff, like, does he have to play him? Don't know, just a random thought, you know what I'm saying? Because NIL crazy, because think about with Keelan Russell coming, and he's saying that his main thing was for him to start is, I've been saying this, the thing about NIL, we're going to force to be playing a lot of young kids that They may be ready. They might do their thing, but a lot of kids ain't gonna be ready, and it's gonna destroy their confidence. But due to that, boosters and stuff are paying them so much money that I don't care what this dude is doing. You need to play him because I got like a $4 million investment in this kid that he need to play.
If that's how it is, I would never coach.
I would never coach. I would be OC. No. I would do like Chip Kelly did. I would do like Gus Malzahn did and just be OC, bro.
Right. Cause that made me really think about what's his name at Duke now. North Carolina, excuse me. It made me think like you come into the college football to deal with this kids.
Yeah.
But you got to think he's dealt with something similar in the NFL. Like it's just a money game. Like he's used to that,
right?
Yeah,
yeah. It's different. It
is. It is.
These kids, so they dropping their nuts on these folks so bad now, bro. It's so crazy, bro.
But look at like your team. Look at the Falcons this year, and the pressure was kind of there to play Michael Penix. But they were paying so much money to Kirk Cousins, even when he started looking bad about 6-7 games in, they let him ride for a while because that investment was there. Yeah. So, like, I think it's kind of a similar situation.
It's a similar situation. They can cut Cousins or whatever, but, you know, these kids, like, we don't know who our next year roster is.
No, not at all.
We don't know.
We got another portal coming up, too.
Who's coming back. Because we still got another transfer portal coming up in April. So we don't know who else going to hop in the portal, who's going to do this. So coaches can't really plan. Like I said, y'all, coaches can't plan around. Okay, like I got this number one guy. I have a Caleb Down, and he's here. He's the freshman. He played, and we know he's great. So what we're going to do is we know so XYZ going to the draft. We're going to pull so-and-so over here, whatever. We're going to build around him. We're going to portal, get a few people to, you know, answer a few needs. We don't know now. We don't know if Down's gonna be here. We don't know if Mbakwe. We don't know if Williams. We don't know who the hell gonna be here coming the time to kick off the opening game for the opening season. We don't know, and it's just that's weird to me.
You said, "What's up, Nick Sabat Jr.? We need a game manager that can make all the throws." And this is my opinion about it. The reason why a game manager went so well then for us because we ran the ball down their throat, bro. Mm-hmm. We ran the ball, and now somebody told me about there was a Georgia fan that called talking about Riley ain't nothing but a game manager. Well, you can look at it the way you want to look at it. Riley is somebody that will put the goddamn team. He's somebody that will change the swing of a game. That's what you need.
And he was mobile enough.
Yeah, I ain't saying you need just a goddamn Lamar Jackson, and I ain't saying we need no game manager, but we need somebody that can goddamn do that as well. But also, if I got to do a little something that I can take this game to the next level, man.
Read the defense. I'll start with that. Can read the defense and slide protection with the offensive line.
Protection for your damn self. You see a motherfucker safety and somebody come walking up.
Right, right there in your face.
In your face, and you don't even, and he make the play. And you don't even, I said this last year after we played Michigan. I'm like, you at least got, I said, move forward to be a better quarterback, you at least gotta be able to set protection for yourself when you see it, bro.
Right.
But think about like RPO wise, Alabama should have been a killer in the RPO this year with the running backs we had and the quarterback, but he couldn't read. He couldn't read the end.
So many times when you should give it and you just keep it and you get tackled behind the line of fucking scrimmage.
Yep.
But like we're all blaming the coaching staff for this. But last time I checked, he started for Saban last year too. So what is it? You know, like I don't understand. Like, is the talent that
DSGB? I agree with that. I agree with that too.
That is fair because whatever, yeah.
I agree with that too. I ain't gonna lie, I agree with that so much. I ain't saying we need a dynamic guy, and I ain't necessarily.
We did win one.
Well, 17.
Neither one of them was a game manager.
No, not at all. Yeah, Hurts was a mobile dual threat quarterback. Tua was a fucking phenom back there with a damn automatic release that just it was gone, like Dan Marino type release. So yeah, I wouldn't call either one of them a game manager. You're 100% right. That 2017 we beat Georgia in overtime when Tua come in.
22nd, 26, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, overall, I get what people are saying because you go back and you look at Mac Jones in 2020? God, what was that kid's name that transferred from Florida State in 2015?
Coker.
Yeah. Coker was that. AJ and then Greg McElroy, of course, being the first one under Saban. But yeah, I mean, that's a solid point. But we didn't really go after that style of quarterback for the longest time either. So
after Lane Kiffin and shit, like
he converted Blake Sims over when he was there and started breaking records. It was kind of like, oh, okay.
When we fucking got a hold of Tua, that shit was definitely over with.
That was a whole different type, man. That was a whole different type of center.
He did. Tua did have unlimited.
But is it not a damn crime that past his freshman year we didn't win a title with him, man, due to injuries and due to some other things? But look at Bryce Young. What did Bryce Young win? Besides the Heisman.
And that's why I go back to what he did say about
the game.
You know what I'm saying? We won one, but look at how we won it. You had to bring them in. After that, we didn't. So I mean,
Bryce Young did everything on the field but play defense for us. Like he was everywhere. Like he was a magician at Alabama, and we still couldn't win a title with him.
Yeah, Bryce Young got the short end of the stick. I hate it for that guy because
he really did, man. Like he got to see all them great wide receivers, and then they phased out right when he started. I was like, oh shit, like they were gone.
And then we got a shit O line when he came there, and
then fucking Bill O'Brien.
He made whatever happened. He made happen. He made that happen.
Yep. Bryce didn't have the weapons. I agree. Hey,
yeah, that's true.
Here we go, being Bama fans and shit. Round 3 of the playoffs,
though. We try to reminisce, man. I can't get that taste of damn green out of my mouth, man. Fucking Michigan game hurt. That's 2 times in a year span. God damn.
But like you said, it wasn't even a loss. It was. I wanted to
how we lost, man. We didn't see nothing to make us hopeful on offense for the future.
Nothing. Hey, here go Michigan showing everything that we got coming next year.
knocked the damn starting quarterback out, and they put Orgy in. Just whoop.
And he in the transfer portal. Do you know that? He was in the transfer portal before that. I'm like, that's solid as hell right now, dog.
Man.
Oh, I was finna look up the goddamn.
Gotta laugh, keep from crying.
Hey, I was in the first quarter of the game. I was in there laughing like hell. My wife was like, "What's going on?" I said, "This shit hilarious at this point, dog."
It was. It got to that point, man.
Man, like seriously, though. But hey, I think we get better with a better. Of course, that's the fanest shit ever. I think we get better. That's the fanest shit ever. Trying to find this third round on the college football playoffs. What the matchups are. I should just ask the chat. I know they know.
Yeah, I know the chat would know because I'm confused. Like, who's Ohio State playing the next round? Like, chat, do y'all know who it is? Because I kind of feel sorry for whoever it is. I'll be honest with you. That looks like a team that has peaked at the right time. That's a machine.
Like I said,
they play Penn State? Who they play? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Oh, Texas. Oh, shit. Well, Texas. God damn it.
Yep, down go Texas.
Every time bigger in Texas.
What's that, Beyonce? This ain't Texas.
This ain't Texas. No.
Hey, I said, and despite the quarterback play, I say Jeremiah Smith making Ryan Williams look mid, but different quarterback play is what I'm telling you. But the way Jeremiah Smith is playing like a junior that's headed to be the first round draft pick in the NFL. Goddamn.
Man, listen, they young man stay on that trajectory and don't. Hey, I know it's in Dallas, but they still getting their ass handed to them. hey,
I wouldn't want to play
McConaughey to be like he was in that movie where he lost all that weight when he had AIDS. Somebody bound to drug him. He gonna leave that stadium looking just like that. Like he come 98 pounds leaving that damn stadium. Yeah, I just don't see it.
Oh, so you know what game gonna be fired? Notre Dame and Penn State. Those are classic. Like to me, those are similar teams with similar styles.
Yeah,
similar quarterbacks. Like that's fire, bro.
Yeah,
I can't get past Rise Up trying to give Texas the Arthur Ashe Award, man.
You know what movie I'm talking about? There's a movie with Matthew McConaughey. He had AIDS.
Dallas Buyers Club.
Yes, because they were going to Mexico to buy because the medicine was cheaper, and he had lost a lot of weight. I give Matthew McConaughey, man. You know, but outside of
that shit was sad, man.
What's the guy's name?
Sad ass movie. I can't hardly watch shit like that.
What's the name? What's the guy? Johnny Depp. Outside of Johnny Depp, Matthew McConaughey is another dude that he take his role to. I mean, he go there and he went there in that movie, and that's how he gonna look when they play. He gonna look just like he did in that movie. I'm sorry.
Oh, you got somebody trying to bet with you in the chat.
Who? Cash App. I don't have DSGB. I'm old school. I don't have no Cash App, man. I have Cash App, so nobody don't ask me for no money. But hey, man, I ain't got no Cash App.
I've been asking Cash
Yeah,
App
back in the day at the family get together, man. If you didn't have no cash on you, you were safe. You couldn't. You didn't have to get
that's me.
You have to spot no cash, man. Let me hold 20. You know, I ain't got no cash on me.
You got cash
matter now, does it?
Hey, you fall for it, yeah. Hey, you get cash. God damn it, shit.
I ain't got no Cash App, no Zelle, none of it. I don't want none of it.
Hey, I'm the same way, man. I want that shit in my hand.
Motherfucker had no Cash App, no $3. I'm like, man, get the fuck out my face, bro. Get
the fuck out my face, bro.
$3, bro? What the hell? It's 2025. What the fuck you finna buy with $3?
Nothing.
You can't get Bubblicious for $3 no more, man.
You can't buy a Lucy with $3, man.
Hell no, you can't get a Lucy.
Right? I remember how you be got 25 cents. Oh, shit. I ain't never smoked cigarette, but I started watching when people smoke cigarette. I just watched how the inflation went up on Lucy's. 50 cents, 75 cents. Motherfucker got last I've been around, motherfucker told me $1. Not told me, but said $1.50. I said, God damn.
Man, I used to smoke Cools back in the day.
Yeah.
And then I started smoking Newports. I love Newports. Smoke Newports for like 10. I smoked them for like 10 years. Then I swapped the Camel Crush when they come out because they was cheap, man. You get them like $2. Everything was about $5 then. Shit, now I smoke damn Sonomas. Like,
hey,
I can't afford that good shit no more, man.
I'm gonna tell you what my homeboy used to do. He's like, I keep an empty goddamn carton and goddamn box of cigarettes. He said, what I do before I go home, before I go to work, he said, I put 3 in there. I smoke one going to work.
Ration that shit.
I got 2. So I got 2. I pulled 2 out. He said, cause when folks see you with a full thing, a box of cigarettes, hey man, let me get a poke. He was like,
you ain't never heard nobody say no faster than you ever seen me, man. Last time I had to go to the hospital in Birmingham, you come outside, man, they just flog you. It's like a zombie movie. Like you soon as you go to light one up, everybody's like, hey, man, let me get a smoke. No, fuck you. No. Like I don't care.
I don't feel bad because I don't know you no way.
Hell no. I pay $7.25 for these.
Dude, I work with Smoke Newports, and somebody asked me for a cigarette Monday. It was Monday. I'm throwing off because of the holiday yesterday. But Monday, he gave me one, And I was like, y'all know cigarettes expensive. I said, man, how much you pay a pack of Newport? He like $9.25. I said, man, good Lord.
Yeah, back in the day, you got 2 gallons of gas, a pack of smokes, and a damn for me, I usually got me a little 40-ounce beer or something, and done rolled out for like $9.40. Got all that shit. I had enough gas to get me about 4 blocks. You know, hell, I was good to go. You know.
Then we finna go in on this. Then we finna go in on the sack. Then still got the little money.
You get $2.16 worth of gas because you know exactly in your mind how far that motherfucker can go before it starts going cluck.
Then after the sack, we finna go to Stevie B's and eat a harder pizza. Stevie B's and CC, we finna eat all the pizza.
Some kid done dropped a couple of quarters over in the arcade room. Now I'm up in that shit, you know. Like,
y'all don't remember.
You can't do nothing cheap.
I don't know if they still have them in Alabama. When I was growing up, they had Quincy's.
Yeah.
Quincy's Steakhouse.
I ain't seen one in a minute, though.
Man, they had a big fat yeast roll. Lord have mercy.
You could throw a yeast roll 60 yards. And some bitches was big and fluffy. I used to love Quincy's, man.
Yeah.
But this third round, I think really gonna be epic, man. I really would. Yeah, I want to go there. I'd rather go so far away from football. I started telling them, I said, incriminate myself and everything.
Yeah, me too. I was supposed to talk about, man, would you chief a black and mild, you know, and hell, I can't even afford that. You got to get a wide owl now, you know.
Well, you don't freak no thing like we're doing something. You got to freak it.
Not that I know about that shit. Just, you know, I've heard.
But god dang, I really want to see Texas play their best game that we done seen the Texas game. Like, dang, Texas look like this. Well, I ain't seen it this year, but we done seen Texas what it look like, man. Texas for real. I want to see that game for Texas. And I ain't gonna even flex with y'all right now. The way Ohio State been playing, I want to see them goddamn home win it all. But like I was telling people last night, I wanted Texas to win. But when I'm not a fan of a team, I get so mad with stupidity. I get so mad with stupid football play. Like that 4th down play that got them in the end zone. I'm like, bro, how did y'all let that happen, bro?
Right.
I would have put 3 back. I would have put somebody back.
Mm-hmm.
I had 3 back, probably 2 in the middle to stop getting the first down, trying to stop it. But I would have put some more pressure on you. You would have been throwing off a back foot like that when I would got that. I would have probably put a field goal out there, field goal team.
Yep.
Everybody go. I wouldn't have did that for real, but got that.
Yeah, I didn't understand that call.
It's hard to say, man. Nah, I don't know. But it's hard to say, man. Like Ohio State's look dominant at this point, but we've also seen them lose to Michigan. We've seen them lose to Oregon, who they kicked the shit out of yesterday. So like it's hard to. It really is. Like these playoffs have been entertaining for a reason because like Boise State give Penn State a pretty good ball game for a half, 2.5 quarters, something like that. But you know, like they ain't been as predictable as you would think. I would say that, you know.
So with that being said, you know, it was a lot of basically what it sounded like to me is that everybody was arguing that the big brands should be in the playoff. They wasn't saying that, but that would sound like to me. Just put the big brand. Mm-hmm. I said, but this second round playoff actually showed me the reason why that I kind of ain't mad at it because the first round part of it. It's gonna be some bullshit always. It's
It really is. No, I mean, you're not gonna find 12 teams that's on the same level. It's just not gonna happen.
But
it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah,
but there's gonna come a time. There's gonna come a time.
Yeah.
In the next few years, the way the parity of college football, the inability to build depth, that you're not 3 and 4 deep, and you just beat people with sheer willpower like we did with Saban because you keep doing the same things because your talent. Your second, third string's as good as the other team's first string. That shit's dying, guys. Like, it's going to be hard to stack a team like that. So parity's coming. So we may not like what we've seen necessarily in the first round this year. 5 years from now, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows, really?
Even next year could be a whole lot different because what I tell you what, the second round was way more exciting. Way more exciting. Yes. And let's talk about, matter of fact, let's go back to this Texas game in Arizona State. That Cam Scatterboo.
Yes, sir.
That boy.
That motherfucker did everything but hold the clipboard. I ain't kidding you, man. Like, shit.
Yes, sir.
I seen on one side he was a sideline on when defense out there. He was to the locker room, dried his own towel and brought it back.
We brought him in for our games so he could have dried our fucking cleats off when it started raining. Because we didn't know how to do it.
There was somebody texted me and told me, man, it's raining. I said, I think it's raining on Michigan too, though, bro.
Yeah.
This shit went on half of the field, you know.
You know, we like Charlie Brown got that cloud just over just you.
Yeah.
Ain't raining on nobody else. Like you're raining on the whole field, man. Everybody gets wet.
Hey, speaking of Charlie Brown with Jermaine, when Bernard was trying to talk to Milrow and he just wasn't even hearing it. That's what he was hearing was Charlie Brown's teacher. He just heard womp, 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 womp. Like he wouldn't want to hear none of that shit. He's like, I'm done. I'm supposed to go pro.
I would have went to Kevin Bar. I said, bench him or I'm going to bench me.
Don't forget, Coach, we got another transfer portal coming up in a couple months, big homie.
I would enter it now. Well, I would enter it now. I would let them know that I'm not playing here. Like you said, one thing, but it's a rainy night. Yep, it is, and we beat Georgia. So it's sad that we got to go there. At least we beat them.
Yeah, I know, huh? Nice little kid.
I can't even laugh at the way we lost. Like I can't even laugh at Georgia the way we lost. I can't even laugh at them.
Damn. But this Notre Dame and Penn State game.
That's gonna be a game, man.
Woo-hoo!
That's gonna be a game.
I want to be the first one to apologize to Drew. Is it Drew Alar? Is that his name?
Yeah, I know you're talking about,
That motherfucker looks like one of the best quarterbacks in college football, decision making wise. I didn't see it coming, man. And he's said he's coming back next year.
Yeah.
Him and that damn tight end. Like, I don't know if that. I know it's illegal tampering. I know it's illegal tampering to call a player when they're still on the team, but I would call that tight end at Penn State so fast if I was Alabama. I said, how much money?
They calling wasn't they calling Mbakwe?
That was the rumor.
Hey,
Ole Miss is offering 1.7, 1.3. I heard some different figures thrown out there, but that damn Penn State tight end is money. That boy good.
Hey, speaking of tampering, we were talking about Amari Jefferson. Minutes after he entered, I seen a new prediction: Tennessee.
Listen. Yes, he's been contacted. Yeah, he's been contacted.
Yep.
But I don't blame him. I don't give a fuck. Shit, like it is what it is. Hey, if I was a coach,
we know what's happening.
I miss about y'all. See, y'all better not have me as an Alabama coach. Cause I'm gonna be the most tempering motherfucker.
I would be the Richard Nixon of coaches. I can tell you right now. I'd be out there saying I ain't a crook, but I'd be as soon as I get out of the press conference, I done called everybody. I got money out. Come on with it.
I'm Bill Clinton. I did inhale. I hit that bit.
I put it to my lips, but I did not inhale.
Yeah, but we got your DNA on the dress.
But you remember before that though, he broke that little finger out. He said, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. And then they were like, then a month later it felt like he was like, yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, I did, boys.
Shit, I didn't even notice.
I forgot.
Who keeps the dress though? I mean, who keep unwashed and get it cleaned or nothing?
People that see a payday coming. I done watched many Lifetime movies growing up.
Yeah.
My mama, when my dad went to bed, my mama was watching Lifetime. I done knew all the traps coming up, like all them movies and women. Yeah, they kept the condom and all that shit. I was paranoid as fuck when I got older. I didn't see too much.
You shut up. I'm talking too much now.
But yeah, that Penn State and Notre Dame. And to be honest with you guys, I would have never thought we'd be talking about Penn State and Notre Dame this time of year in postseason play. Hey, and talking about this is gonna be a good game.
And so with that being said, we all kind of basically saying like we think Ohio State gonna be there, but with that game, you don't know who gonna win the game.
Right. No, not at all. Texas may come out and throttle somebody. I mean, you don't know.
Hey, because DSGB did bring up a point. They playing in Dallas. I'm like, oh, that dude makes it different. They playing in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, a little bit warmer.
Jeremiah Smith, okay. Jeremiah Smith, he from Florida, so he been playing the heat. He been playing.
I don't think it would matter the temperature for him because as fast as that boy moves, he's always hot, man. Like
hey, he won. I'm gonna bring up something that I know y'all probably don't think about. So, Kyle McCord transferred from Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Syracuse, and he pretty good at Syracuse.
Had a good year.
And it's safe to say that I don't think it wouldn't have been a drop off if he would have stayed. Do I feel why he left? I feel why he left too, because you did go get Will Howard, somebody that been balling out of that K-State for years, and you're like, yeah, let me go and move over here to do what I got to do, whatever. But I think Kyle McCord I think they still would have been in the same situation with Kyle McCord.
I think so too.
But I'm gonna say the difference. Why I do think the difference comes in is I think Kyle McCord is more statuish versus Will Howard is somebody that Will got that tucking in treat the rock.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You know. And think about it. I just had this thought cross my mind. Ain't y'all glad we got playoffs now? Because, you know,
I'm a football head, so yeah.
Well, not just that. BCS era, we probably would have just automatically got Oregon and probably Georgia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, both them teams out the playoffs now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get hot at different times and go on runs. So, like, I think this is proving why the playoffs is a necessity. Like this 12-team play, because we seen a team that lost to the number one team and lost to their rival Michigan that had an okay year, and man, all of a sudden, whoop, man, they getting hot. So like these playoffs are proven to be, I think they're good. You know, like I wish they'd expand them.
Oh shit!
What about 16?
Maybe like. Cause like I don't give a shit about bowl games no more, man. Like I just don't care no more.
At least make it for something. I see what you're saying. Like
yeah, like because it don't mean nothing no more, you know. Because you can make the same argument that like some like college basketball team may not deserve the 64th pick, but every once in a while that team makes a run in the playoffs. And I know the sports are different. You know, football is way more of a team-oriented sport than basketball, but like. It's more exciting. The games matter. I don't know. Like, I think Iowa State could have made some noise in this playoffs, honestly.
Hey, breaking news. Ryan Williams just hit the transfer portal.
I ain't mess with you.
Oh, damn.
You got me yesterday.
Got my ass twice. He had me so damn messed up the other day. When he sent that thing out, and he said breaking news, Jalen Milroe decided to stay. Hell, I was going to pick up some food, so that's all I seen. Hell, I walked in there, got my food, come back out, caught his ass. I said,
then he came back and said, "What y'all hit the portal?" We was like, "Hell no!"
I done told y'all
right now.
I was fixing to hit the transfer portal. I was going to be watching South Alabama again.
Hey,
I would hit I-20. I would hit straight.
Hey, that's the only team in Alabama that won a bowl game this year.
Hey, I'm an Alabama State guy, but I'm interested to see what A&M got going on.
6-0 ain't even giving a shit. He said he can go too, to be honest.
Damn.
Hell no. Let's see what he looks like with a good quarterback, and then we'll come back to it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm just joking, Joey. Yeah, Ron Williams did say that though. Came out of the locker room until I die. We're gonna see next year though how I go. We're gonna see if you gonna die there.
Yeah, because if we go 7-5 and we got a shitty quarterback, he may go, fuck this. You know what I mean?
It's crazy that we talking like this because we know what it is now. You know what I'm saying? We know that shit. If that shit don't go as playing that shit. We know these kids can be out of there, bro.
Right.
Although you would hold a hell of an advantage too, though. Do what?
Anybody know the Ole Miss score?
I don't. They playing Duke. I was like, oh wow, okay, Duke ain't play bad this year, but I was like, whatever, man. 17-0.
Who?
Sound like an Ole Miss versus Duke. Ole Miss.
Okay. I don't know. SEC been shooting bad lately. It might have been Duke.
Well, Duke ain't up north far enough because this year, if it's a team up north, SEC can't do a damn thing. Like, horrible.
My guys, what there?
But see, that's my point right there. Like, I could have seen Ole Miss getting in the playoffs and possibly wrecking shop for a few teams.
Yeah.
You know, like
I
got to play a ball game with Duke. Who gives a shit?
Listen, that's the last night, bro. You know, Ole Miss lost to Illinois, but that's what made me. That's what bad. Cause like I told myself, I played with Illinois last night. I said, only thing I know about all Illinois is the head coach, and I know they had a good damn season, and they ain't been that bad the past couple of years. I said, I don't know their quarterback, I don't know their running back, I don't know nothing but the head coach, and they've been good this year and decent in the last few years. And Big Ten is goddamn up right now. That's what I would say. They up right now.
And on the other side of that, the ACC can't buy a win. I think they like 1-8 or some shit in the bowl games. Like, it's bad. Like, I called them out week 2. We were doing shows. I called them out like week 2. And then like Miami went on a run, and then Clemson started getting hot. And I was like, all right, I was wrong. Hell no, I wasn't wrong. And then Miami fired their defensive coordinator. I seen that.
Yeah, I seen that.
They're gonna try to make some moves, but we'll see. We'll see what happens there.
Hey, did I see what my boy the wide receiver does? What the fast ass motherfucker that played with the Eagles? Deshaun Jackson. Y'all see he got a head coaching spot a job too.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was.
I can't remember what school neither, but he got a head coaching spot. Hey, and I'm breaking that up to like this 17-7. Joey was 17-7 now. I'm breaking that up to say that that's finna be the move. They finna hire these players, former players that had that type of effect in Delaware State. Yes, Joey was.
Oh shit! Ain't they the Hens or some shit, or is that Delaware? Like the Blue
Delaware
Hens or
State
something like
they're
that.
they're the Hornets. They're HBCU school. They're Hornets.
Okay. Yeah, I think Delaware is the Blue Hens in because that's where
Delaware State, they're like red and like a
Flacco was quarterback at Delaware.
But that's gonna be the new move. Cause just like the Travis Hunter experiment, just like the Travis Hunter thing, you're gonna have a lot of players doing that. So even with Coach Prime being that guy, going to HBCU, and a lot of people are finna try to mimic that, see if they can find that hidden gem. So it's gonna be a lot of fails, and it's gonna be some good too as well.
Hey, listen, Buck's doing great, and he don't get the.
I'm upset that we lost to Michigan. Shout out to my guy, please. He a Michigan
great channel.
guy, Big Ten guy, and listen, y'all know me. I rock with college football. Please go subscribe to him and listen to good football. So yes, during the season and stuff, you're gonna hear the Michigan stuff, the fan stuff that we all do. But right now is a great time to listen to him because he's talking about it all. I was on the show the other night, and I'm talking about I listened to the whole thing. I rewatched the whole thing, and it was good, epic football talk. He had Alabama fan bases on us. He had Notre Dame guys, and he had
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Yep. Which has got to be tough for them. That's like having an Auburn fan come on here and talk with us. You know, we just side-eyeing them, but they got a good channel. Like they treat their guests good. And you put me on the show about a month ago, man. I've been watching a lot since then. I enjoy the channel.
Yeah.
I wanted to be on there, though, when the voice of college football was dropping in Chargers trivia. I was over here yelling at my phone. I was like, I know the answer to this, man.
And it was so fun. It was so funny because when I see his face pop up in the back before the show started, I'm like, I know who this dude is, but I listen to so much shit like football wise. I couldn't put my finger on it. Then when he said it at the end of voice of college, I said, that's where I know this dude from, man. That's where I know him from. But yeah, good channel, man. For real. Please, I'm gonna put it up there one more time. Like, if y'all just, I don't know, a lot of us like Bama stuff, but y'all know us, we do football, college football.
Yep.
And he reached out to me last year. I did a video when we was about to play Michigan before they handed it to us in the playoff. And I was just doing the video, you know what I'm saying, talking that SEC Big Ten, talking like they ain't played nobody, whatever. They've been playing this. They averaged something against the defense, all that talk. And he seen the video, he reached out. We did the show then. You know what I'm saying? But that's my guy, man. That's my partner. Please subscribe to my guy, man. Please do.
But going back to the players, we were talking about the coaches, people don't talk about it, but Eddie George got Tennessee State in the that number was playing some ball. And they don't play like that. They play like, I think they play in the Ohio Valley State, the Ohio Valley Conference or something like that. So
I think Jacksonville State used to be in the same conference with them before they bumped up.
Different levels of competition. And I know they, what we're used to, but they're playing some decent football, Division I. So I gotta give shouts out to Eddie George. He don't get that.
No, he one of them quiet former players.
Right.
Actually been
he don't get the love. Yeah, people don't talk about him when he played for the Titans. That man was a bruiser. You're like when him and Ray Lewis used to lead the whole. That was a rivalry, dude. Like I used to look forward to that being a Ravens fan, seeing that big ass running back and Ray Lewis the way he was, and they would meet in the whole. I used to look forward to that.
Ray Lewis used to have some of the most epic matchups, bro. Like
real, two Rams is going at it, bro.
Yeah.
Did y'all? Was it Eddie George that I seen? Had some controversy about a month or two ago. Like something weird happened.
Oh,
I may be getting him mixed up.
If it did, I didn't hear about it.
I ain't hear about it.
I may be getting him mixed up with somebody else. Okay.
That's one thing about me. I could never be a coach or nothing because it's gonna be all some shit with me.
It's controversial.
Same here. Who was that coach that used to be on Last Chance U that was coaching at Independence? Did you go?
You talking about Independence? That's the one that was in California, right?
No, Kansas.
Kansas.
He's got a YouTube show that's pretty popular. I would have been Coach JB.
Brown. Coach JB. Yeah, he big on the social in the media.
I would have been close to that. Just walking around with a cigar, just talking shit. Like, cause why not, man? Like we all want. Everybody wants these coaches now to look like the guy that coached at the Cowboys, Tom Landry, in a 3-piece suit and a hat. Yeah. And he would take it off inside the dome because he didn't, his mom would not wear a hat. Different times, y'all. You gotta get with it.
And I was just about to say that.
New generation coming with it.
Them kids don't relate to that, bro. Them kids don't relate to that. I'm telling you the reason why all Michigan kill it in the portal because most of them kids gonna like Kiffin cool, bro. He cool.
Yeah, he is. He like a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just as indecisive as they are, so they can relate to each other.
Why Colorado is getting all the attention from these high profile, like getting attention? Because he ain't on a level far as how they act, but he understands the point from where they come from, what they've been through, their walk of life. He understands it. He don't condone it. He tried to lead you to do better, tell you to do better, but he comes from that situation, so he understands it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, must have got to Stephen Hicks' house. He is celebrating. Look at this. Look at this in the chat. The plug must have come through.
Steven is the plug. What are you talking about? Man, got a greenhouse out there full of just growing.
Got it mixed in with a tomato plant so they can't hit the heat signature of the helicopter.
I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him at all, neither.
No, hell no. Everybody knew somebody had that hydroponic thing going on in the closet in high school.
Hey, what UGA told her last year that we upset when the SEC down by letting Big Ten and Michigan beat us. Y'all let us down for letting independent school beat y'all.
I think we could all stop with the bullshit now about SEC's the best conference, or if you're in the Big Ten, you didn't play a tough enough schedule. We can quit all that bullshit now. You got to respect good football teams now. Like, you just got to respect. Look at what your eyes tell you. I don't care who they play. You can only play what's in front of you.
She locked me out of the house.
Man, Steve, he said he hired a Starship Trooper.
I ain't mad at you, Steve Hicks. I swear I ain't mad at you.
No, me either. Wish I was.
He ain't got to go to work in the morning.
He probably won't get fuck we did. He probably got stipulations. He go to get a job. He got certain qualifications they got to meet. He ain't worried about it.
Oh man.
Hey, so I'm gonna ask y'all. Give me a quick breakdown, whatever you got on the Texas versus Ohio State. I think it has capabilities of being exciting.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be exciting, all right. Well, Ohio State fan, they gonna be so
man.
excited.
I can't help but feel the same way though. I'm being honest. Like, I know this is Texas' first year in the SEC, and they walked through the SEC and almost won the SEC championship. Like, my hat's off to them. They beat our ass the second game of the year last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, Texas has done a lot in a little bit of time. Coaches really got Texas back on the map. You respect the team again. But they ain't never felt dominant to me all year. Even when they were undefeated, it was kind of like you looked at Oregon where you're like, I don't know if I trust it. And I can't help but feel that way, because when you watch Ohio State right now, like, they just look like a well-oiled machine, man. Like, they got some of the best talent in football. Then you watch how they're doing it now, and it just looks like a team that got hot at the right time. Kind of like when you used to watch, the NFL playoffs, and you'd see a team like the Giants barely squeak into the playoffs, and then they would get hot, and they would just start beating everybody in front of them. And it kind of feels the same way, where you knew the talent was there. They didn't play it as a team all year, and then all of a sudden, boom, things just come together the right way.
Of course, you're going to say you need Texas to handle business.
Yeah, I'd be in the same boat. If I was in this spot right here, I would speak the truth about them, but I'd be rooting against them the whole damn time. Man,
Texas probably had 3 losses right now. They're supposed to lose against Arizona State, and there's 2 other games where they got 2 losses against Georgia. But I can't remember who it was, man. But it was another game that they barely squeaked by, like some last minute type stuff, and so really, I don't know, man. I'm with you. I don't have the faith in them. Like I said, you was get a little rattled, and he's gonna be off, and you're gonna affect his throwing, his passing accuracy. The defense is okay. They have a decent defense, but they ain't there yet. And I just think Ohio State is there. It's any given day now. It ain't just Saturdays now. It's any given day. So anything can happen, but the determination I see and what I saw from Ohio State, man, them guys, they on a mission, bro. And I see it in their eyes. That I see a hunger that
they hold demeanor.
Yeah, it's man, them guys on fire, bro. They hitting on the defensive side of the ball. Offensive side, but they running the ball, they passing. Man, I don't know.
He said they got the glow right now, like the power of the glow. Like,
yeah,
is that what we're talking about?
And yours too sometimes for me.
Yeah,
now, I will say overtime he did end up connecting, whatever. But during regulation time, I seen you was like you were about to choke. You were about to get his way. It don't seem like you wanted enough. Like,
yeah.
and you was just a good quarterback, but I don't think he's that quarterback that's gonna lead you to the promised land.
Man, right. I think he's
everything has to go
injuries.
Right.
He's not the same quarterback no more.
Everything has to go right for everything has to be right for them to win. You know, for him to you know,
going into the playoffs last year, even though we were in there, I really thought Texas was probably going to be the team to win it all last year. They looked the most dominant going into that game. They had beat us the way they had beat us and blah, 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 blah. Then we got the playoffs. It was a different thing. Like seeing them lose, what was it, to Washington?
Mm-hmm.
And just get manhandled in the line of scrimmage. And I thought, ain't no way. And then, this year, here they are again, and my hat's off to them. They made the playoffs 2 years in a row, but they're going to have to prove something to me. But on the other side of that coin, there's that little voice in my head that's told me I've seen Ryan Day have a lot of good talent and choke before.
Yeah.
That too.
I think if anybody has doubt, that is the doubt that people have about Ohio State, because we done seen it. We done seen it, man.
They've literally put out like legendary talent on offense between quarterbacks and wide receivers the last 4 or 5 years, and like no championships to show for it. It blows my mind.
Brian Hartline,
absolutely blows my mind.
Slash OC. Brian Hartline is OC slash co-offensive coordinator, which I believe that just gave him that title so he won't leave last year. Somebody finna go get that man, bro. Somebody finna get that man a chance.
Yeah.
Because the way he recruit wide receivers, the way you constantly keep 2 first-round wide receivers on your
dude, it's crazy.
That's wild, dog.
we like to talk about when we had Judy and the Slim Reaper, Smitty.
Yeah, that was just a moment.
Yeah, we had that for a moment. And then we had the sporadic, like Julio Jones and Amari Cooper here and there. Man, they 3-4 deep every year, it feels like, with first-round NFL wide receiver talent. Like, it is ridiculous to me. And that's one of the reasons I have a hard time giving Ryan Day any credit, because I see the quarterbacks and the receivers that they have and then the overall talent. And I'm like, how have you not won a championship yet, bro? It blows my mind.
Then let's talk about you recruit the room so well. Let's talk about the talent that you can be like, man, you can transfer the first round talent you can let transfer. Come to Alabama, James Williams, you know what I'm saying, ball out. Like that's I don't know what to me, bro.
Mm-hmm. Man, I see a comment, and I don't want to get no argument and no controversy with on the show or nothing, because I know 3020 Delmar Lane is a Georgia fan. And I don't want to speak bad about Georgia being an Alabama fan and losing 4 games this year, because I don't want it to sound like I'm making fun of Georgia, because Georgia obviously accomplished more than we did.
Oh, fast.
But he says, okay, Kirby got out coached. Whoop-de-doo. Not the first time that happened this year. I agree, but I think Kirby's about to see what Saban woke up and saw, that he can't stack talent no more. And Saban was the greatest recruiter of all time. And I think Kirby was in line to be one of the best recruiters and know how to put the right talent for what he knew what he had in mind. I want to play defense, run the ball, game managing quarterback for the most part. And Georgia knew they could win with that, but they're not going to have that depth anymore like they used to. And they're fixing to see what Nick Saban saw. And we started dwindling down a little bit. And I got to wonder if Georgia's going to have a little bit of a dose of reality coming too. And I know that's going to get some hate from everybody. And I'm not being hateful towards Georgia. It's nothing like that. But you don't see Georgia go out and lose by 13 like that in a big game.
Nah, facts.
You just don't.
And with that being said, that last part you said, that's why when it comes to Georgia, the only time I go against Georgia is when they play Alabama.
Yes. Because you have to respect what they've done and what they can do.
Yes,
But they didn't feel like Georgia this year. Let's be honest. The SEC as a whole did not feel like the SEC. And now we're seeing it with the bowl game results. But Georgia losing to us didn't make sense to me. And when you look at the overall record, it don't make sense to me.
It don't make sense. It didn't make sense.
and losing to Ole Miss. And then, like, in this Notre Dame game tonight, I don't know if y'all got to watch all of it, but Notre Dame scored like 17 points in 54 seconds. Like, just scrambled. And, like, that's just not stuff you see from Georgia. I don't know. Like, it felt weird, man.
But, you know, I was on the tip last year. I said something strange about it because I said Georgia defense is not defensing like it used to. Like, I ain't even just talking about particular 2021. I ain't talking. That year was just a different year for Georgia. They had all the right players, all the right pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Like last year, didn't look like even the year when they won back to back, it was good, but it still didn't look like that 2021 or even before then when they were just. I'm like, man, like their defense have been defense, and then Stetson Bennett felt so weird to me. I'm gonna tell you when not Stetson Bennett, but Carson Beck. When I felt strange about Carson Beck, when he was like basically in negotiations about NFL or returning, and they hit him up with that money and he got a Lambo. I'm like, I don't feel like this dude gonna be the same, man. I don't feel like he's gonna be the same dude. And I felt this is what I said about Carson Beck before the season, during the off season. I felt like Carson Beck. I felt like we seen the best of Carson Beck.
Yeah.
But a lot of people took that as I'm hating on Georgia and Carson Beck. I said Carson Beck can run the same type of season that he had last season and win a national championship. The season he had last year was actually good enough to win a national championship. They just didn't. That's how. But they took it out as I was hating. I said I feel like we seen the best of Carson Beck. But this year it looked like kind of was right. Carson Beck actually looked like he digressed. He actually looked like he digressed. And the way Georgia runs their quarterback system, they're never going to get the top-notch quarterback because ain't no top-notch quarterback coming there. Killian Russell ain't coming to Georgia and be like, okay, I'm going to wait 2 years. Then on my third year, I'm going to be a starter. And that's how they run it. But it works for them.
It does. Works. But they play football like we did the first half of Saban's career, where if you can manage to not make a lot of turnovers, but then they got away from that a little bit this year, where they started making bad turnovers in games and putting themselves in jeopardy. And I don't know, man, like it just feels different.
Okay, well, got a question for y'all. Nick brought up the money, and when he negotiated, he got money instead of going to the NFL. He got a Lambo. And that kind of maybe took a little fire away from him or from under him. Do you think NIL as a whole, like I'm not talking about like teams, you know, Alabama not being able to stack, Georgia not being able to stack, or whoever not being able to stack. I'm talking about like this affecting, it's only affecting certain people because everybody ain't getting that kind of money. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Everybody's not getting that kind of money. So you got certain people that's getting that money. You know, you got Nico over here, Tennessee. Bet got his money. The young man who Michigan, who was the committed to LSU, who won to Michigan. Bryce Underwood. You know, do you think? I think whatever Deuce Knight getting to go down to, you know, the what's his face? Do you think that money is really affecting them personally? I mean, you know, because he's like, I got this money, I got this NIL deal, and I'm the star player, but I think it's taking away the hunger.
Oh, you hit the nail on the head.
And I think that's going to affect, because I don't want people to be like, you know, NIL is here and y'all just mad because Bama can't get all the players. That's not, I don't care about all that. I'm talking about taking away the intensity of the player, the hunger from the players. Sure. And that's going to affect everybody as a whole. I mean, anybody with a team that has a high-paid quarterback, that's especially a quarterback, because that's the centerpiece of the football team. I mean, this man taking every snap on offense. So unless, you know, he injured, that At some point, man, something's got to give. I mean, we're running wide open here with no brakes. We're in a Lamborghini with no brakes. It's all gas, downhill. Yep. Every market crashes. The market can't be great all the time.
Yeah, nothing is limitlessly going up. There's a ceiling for everything.
It's going to balloon out somewhere. The auto industry, the housing industry, whatever, tech. At some point, it's gonna be. It's gonna be a wall. And when that wall happens, what then? Or is that what the NCAA count on? Well, listen, we have no control. We just gonna let them run till the wheels fall off, and then we'll make some kind of exemption or put some kind of parameters in place. But this can't go on, bro. This is affecting football not because Ohio State got a $20 million roster and they looking good. They're looking good. I give it to them. Oregon had a $22 million roster. They looked good until they ran up against somebody who looked just as good as them. But this is going to affect the game overall. This can't last forever. I don't know how, but this can't last.
I absolutely know nothing about the future, obviously, or I'd be buying lottery tickets. But everything's got to crash. Everything's got change coming soon. I truly believe that one day we won't be calling it NCAA football anymore. I really think what you've seen happen to the PGA golf, and then when the money started coming out of the Saudi Arabian guys started getting investors, and then Live Sports or Live Golf come together, and they started throwing crazy money, and guys were jumping ship, and they throwing parties over on the 18th hole, and it appealed to younger kids, and they started went a different direction than the old quiet golf where everybody's golf clapping and nobody whispering and stuff. They brought a new edge to it, and they appealed to a new market. Now, will it sustain? Don't know, but I think somebody will come along and challenge college football. There'll come a day when a bunch of teams decide they don't want a revenue share with the rest of the league. They don't want to do this, don't want to do that, and they're going to break out on their own. All it's going to do is take a couple of blue blood schools to get together and go, we can do this without them. We don't need the NCAA and their stupid rules. They forced us out of what we do by allowing these college kids to do this and not making any stipulations, not making any rules, not making any contracts of any sustained value. It's the Wild West. We're tired of it. So that's all it's going to take, man. I really think that there's going to come a time when it's not these football schools or these colleges are going to do something different. It cannot sustain the way it's going. Tennessee giving $8 million to a quarterback. And in the future, we don't know what he's going to look like. He could break his neck a year from now. God forbid. I hope it never happens. But he could. And I don't know what the stipulation would be. Would they still owe him his money? How does that work? You know what I'm saying? Everything's – I don't know, man. I got no problem with these kids getting money, but I also know me. And if you paid me $8 million, I think a lot of it just has to do with the person. Because, some people are hungry no matter money. It doesn't matter. You can give them $100 million. They want to prove they're the best. Me, you give me $8 million, I don't think I'm as hungry no more. To me, that's rich. I can live the rest of my life.
What the hell? I'm hungry when I eat shrimp and lobster and steak every night.
Yeah, I could do everything I ever wanted to do and have money left over. So, it just depends on the person and what motivates them. And I think this is just exposing more of that than was probably already there from the beginning. You probably just had to work harder at one time to get to that money, where now your potential in high school can get you that money out the door. It's a different time. But there's going to always be those guys. Because, look at a Derrick Henry, who's done everything he needs to do in the NFL. He's made great money.
And he's still doing
that. Man wants to win a Super Bowl.
Right.
He would have took a pay cut to go to a team to win. Right. And he's still working out and changing his routine. LeBron James, what motivates him? He's got all the money in the world.
Listen,
he still wants to play.
LeBron James,
Oh, I think Nick froze up.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Usually,
runs 40 now. Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
He's
I mean,
still out
what
there.
made it was the same with Jordan back in the day.
Right.
You know, when he took those stock options with Nike and then the Air Jordan stuff come along, and what motivated him, because the money was still there, but that man was playing at a high level to the day he hung it up. You know, some guys just want to prove themselves. So,
right.
My question to you is, as a talent evaluator, how do you find those guys? Like, what evaluation do you do to find those guys? Because the person that can find that out will win multiple championships. That's what you look for, but there's no measurement for that.
Right. Right. Oh, that's that's a tough one, because like you said, man, everybody hungry until they ain't no more. And that type of person, those players, all the players you just named, you can name them on one hand. Sure. You know, and you can dig a little further, go back in history, but those are few and far between type people. You know,
we romanticize football from our childhood,
right?
Or even further back. You know, we grew up in the state of Alabama hearing the stories about the 50s and 60s Alabama squads when Barry Bryant got there in like 57, 58, and they started winning championships 61, blah, 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 blah. And we romanticize that, but the game's changed so much. I don't know that Barry Bryant could coach today. Yeah, okay, that rah, let's do it for the A. It don't work like that no more. The world has changed. If you'd have put money in front of those kids, do they win championships, or do other colleges? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different game. You can't blame the kids and you can't blame the coaches anymore. Like, the NCAA allowed it. They've allowed it. That's the real kicker. There's no adults in the room when it comes from the NCAA saying this is what we've got to do. We've got to put this and this in place. And they're really not even looking out for the kids, because, you give him $8 million, but what's to stop him from burning through that through a semester? We really don't know.
Right.
Couple bad investments, couple bad deals. You're on ESPN's Broke documentary. And, I've said it on here before, where there should be a stipulation that you got to finish and graduate before you get all your money, because that's looking out for them long term.
Right.
I don't know. Like, there's a lot that needs to happen, but does it sustain? I don't think so. It cannot sustain like this. There's got to be cap limiters on it. Think about the NFL. If they couldn't, the Cowboys win a Super Bowl every year. Jerry Jones would spend $1 billion out of his own pocket to win a Super Bowl. He wants one that bad. Right. But there's rules in place. There's free agency and franchise caps. You cannot spend but X amount.
Right.
And that's what the NCAA will have to do. They don't have a choice.
Right.
Man, my computer froze up. My bad, guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you was saying something.
Huh?
I said you was in the middle of saying something, and you just.
No, I was just talking about LeBron. We were talking about the hunger, and I was saying a couple years ago I had seen a clip of LeBron James. He was on vacation with his family on the yacht, and he was working out, worried about getting his body right. You know what I'm saying? On vacation, and you like, and we bring up the hunger and stuff, but like, the hunger is not the money for him. It's I just want to be the greatest. I want to be the greatest best. And them kids now, they're not gonna have that. You brought up the fact, Van, about what if Nico break his neck. Let's not ever hope that happens. But I bring up the fact of, what if just to the point he just continues to be that same person that you done paid all this money to? Right. He doesn't get better. Do I expect him to get better? I do.
Good, but not great. Let's say he just hovers around good.
Yeah,
or average.
And you sold out $8 million for this dude, bro. Like
that kind of stuff. I don't think it would happen at Tennessee because of the changes made by their head coach. But at another program, if a guy had come in and kind of changed the culture and changed the way games have been played the last 2 or 3 years, and then you sign a quarterback to a contract that fat and he don't pan out, And there's probably pressure to play that guy because of the money invested, like you had talked about earlier in the show.
Yeah.
That can cost a head coach his job and that guy's career. I mean, realistically, I've seen it happen in the NFL all the time. You make a bad quarterback pick, 3 years from now, you're not coaching no more. And sometimes they don't even pick the guy. It's the general manager, scouts of the team that's picking it. But that, one bad decision can ruin you. It's crazy, man. We're gonna see some stuff the next few years. College football's changed so much, we can't even forecast it right now. Like we got no clue what's coming.
Right. So I mean, I had turned to college football because it was the purest thing, NFL. I still watch the NFL. I'm not into it like I used to be.
Same.
But college to me was just exciting because these kids really had something to play for. I mean, they're putting it all on the line on Saturday. They're trying to get to the next level. They're trying to get to that money. They're trying to, bring their family out of poverty for the ones who are in that position. And I remember watching draft nights, man, and that's another thing. Watching draft nights, man, and people getting picked, and man, they crying and
they excited, cuz.
They're like, man, I mean, dude, you talking about big 300-pound dude in tears because he knows at this point.
And look, Slick be about to, you be at home, not even going through, but Slick be about to cry with him.
Right, you emotional with him. You happy for him. The work that this kid done put in, the Pee Wee League, all middle school, high school, injuries and different things that they done work through. But now, kids going in there millionaires. I'm like, I mean, I like to make the NFL now, but it ain't. I'm a millionaire at this particular point. And
you're 100% right.
Behind you, if you got good people behind you, like I think Bryce had good people behind him and maybe some other people. Right investment, good investment. Hey, man, if you Mr. Irrelevant, it don't even matter. Because you probably making more than Mr. Irrelevant we're going to make anyway. You know what I'm saying? Really, so it's a difference now. It's everything changed. It's not affecting college, but it's affecting everything. But I'm like you. I'm for them getting paid. I'm not mad at them for getting their money. But at some point, you gotta okay, this can't keep going that way.
Like I told people, I said I feel like it's gonna work itself out as a whole because it don't seem like what didn't happen this year can be sustainable, bro. It seems like somebody gonna have to see that this is not sustainable to college football moving forward.
I don't know though. Look at the state of Alabama. There's nothing
unless
here.
They're gonna start doing true contracts, right? Unless they start doing contracts, man, these people ain't gonna keep on giving these kids this money and then they getting their transfer report and go somewhere else. You gonna be like, hey, wait, hold. I need you to run that back.
This ain't gonna work for me.
Yeah, I just gave you this amount of money, and it's gonna be some stipulation somewhere. I know I ain't gonna give you that money then.
Well, truthfully, there needs to be.
You gone.
Any other sport where you get paid that kind of money, there's contracts involved, and there's stipulations involved, and there's expectations involved. Mm-hmm. And most of the time those fluctuate not in your favor unless you just go crazy and do it ball out in a way that people couldn't predict. But I agree 100%. Like this comment right here, what if he doesn't do anything? I mean, good for him for getting $10 million off potential. But would Michigan's coach ever recover from that? Because you invested so much time and money, and if he's mid, that means they probably are too. Because most kids ain't gonna want to come there. If they're paying him $10 million, it's gonna be hard to get another quarterback in there unless you're willing to pay him a ton of money. These kids know this kind of stuff. So that probably costs that coach his career. You know what I'm saying? Like there's ramifications to this that we ain't even thought about yet.
Right.
And like B Rob said underneath that comment, he said 10 million, I ain't going to class. Me either. Me either.
Class.
Practice.
We talk about class. I make more than the president of this university.
I love, bro. The purpose of going to class is to make this type of money. I'm making this type of money now. So what the purpose of going to class?
Why it needs to be in the contract that you have to graduate, and you like that ought to be part of it. You got to get a diploma to get the rest of this money. We're gonna cut you off a little bit to live off of and have a good time. You've earned it. But if you want this whole lump sum, you're gonna have to play here, you're gonna have to stay here, and you're gonna have to get a diploma at the end of it. And I think that would lead to more developed players too. You would have these quarterbacks for 4-year starter at Michigan with all the talent they're getting around it, and you're going to see some spectacular things, and you're going to see spectacular things from him when he goes pro because he's ready.
Me and Spencer talked about it on the show we did with Rags the other night, Rags Fitness the other night, and I think talent development wise, I think it's going to work itself out.
It's got to.
And the reason I say I think it's gonna work out due to the new JUCO, the rule when you leave JUCO, you still come with 4 years of eligibility.
Right.
And I'm always a thinker to myself. And a lot of time my thinking could be so far-fetched, y'all. It really could be so far-fetched. But I started thinking about it to the level is, what if these colleges start linking with some of these teams in Mississippi, or these colleges in Mississippi, wherever they whatever college they want to link with JUCO, they want to link with, and they even start going as far as they funneling coaches through this thing,
like a minor league team, like a D league.
And so what we started talking about earlier is how it's not going to look like a college football thing. To me, I think this is that could set the precedent. I don't know if I'm saying the word right, but
precedent.
Yeah, that word there, that exact word you just used. But it can actually start showing that this is the minor league clubs right here. We can get you for the low. Now the higher ranked class guys, they're gonna go. They still going. But the lower ranked guys that has the potential, look, you go here 2 years, we still gonna shoot you some bread. We still gonna shoot your bread. We still gonna shoot your bread. Come to Alabama, go there for 2 years, get your college body on, get some get college game experience, and come to Alabama and come compete. You probably gonna be a 1 or a 2 coming in. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you could do though. That's what you could do as a college. You could get together, and I mean, this is what you're already saying, but it's opened my mind up to the possibilities as well. Is like if you're the University of Alabama, you hook up with Alabama State and Alabama A&M and colleges that are in a division below you, and you start saying, look, some of these guys are going to come down there, kind of like a farm team in baseball.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
I'm wearing a minor league jersey right now, Chattanooga Lookouts, which is a farm league. What is it, 2A ball or 3A? I think it's 2A ball for the Cincinnati Reds. And, it's a farm league for talent. But the bad thing is sometimes bad ownership, or in the NFL, you've seen teams become farm teams for other teams that were pro level. I've seen it in baseball. The Atlanta Braves used to be a farm team for the rest of the league. This guy develops 2-3 years. Andrew Jones gets really good, and when we trade him to somebody else, he goes and wins the championship. Because I don't know. Like, I can see good and I can see bad with all this, man. Like, you got my head spinning though, because you got me thinking different. That's a hell of an idea you talking about.
I know. I said, I do these thoughts all the time, and I know when I think about them, sometimes it can be so far fetched. But I'm like, we would be crazy to not think that couldn't happen in the NCAA, like in college football right now. Like, if you think about it, we slick did it already with the one of the defensive linemen, somebody that committed to Alabama coming out of his class last season. but he had to go to JUCO for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know the reason why he went, but guess what? He came back to. He did 1 year at JUCO, and he came right back to Alabama. Like that wasn't intentionally did, but the thing was he knew he had to go to JUCO. He committed to Alabama. For some reason he had to go to JUCO, and he came right back to Alabama. And now with them getting all the eligibility, shit, why the hell you think we ain't gonna purposely send the 557th ranked kid in the country that's really has the upside, but he is small, and he can he can go there and start and put on the college body, get developed, get some goddamn on college and college experience and body, come to Alabama. Then let's think farther. Let's put some coaches down there. Let's put some of our coaches that's tapped into this program that knows what we're trying to do and run this thing. You know what I'm saying? Have a whole pipeline going.
Yeah, this tight end coach we got right here, he's pretty good, and I think he's got the ability to be a head coach one day. So let's let him coach down here as a head coach to start getting some of that. Yeah, I can see that, man.
And then when somebody
but you become the NFL at that point, though, with your own feeder system, where the NFL's feeder system used to be college football.
Right.
So then I think you start getting into a war with the NFL, where the only thing NFL advantage wise is you don't have to be in class. So then do they stop dropping their parameters about the requirements? Can they go, hey, we'll just draft an 18-year-old quarterback straight? That's where I start wondering if they start getting competitive in that way. Do they just start throwing money around, create their own farm system? Then what happens?
Right, because right now you got to have at least 3 years. You got to be at least junior to be able to go into, declare for the draft. They might drop that thing like the NBA 1 and 8. You go do 1 year, you come on out. We'll draft you.
There was a guy.
This ain't gonna get thick, man. It's about to get thick.
Yeah. This is a hell of a conversation starter right here, man. If you'd have led with this, we'd probably still be talking about it. Because like you got my head spinning. I'm looking at things a lot different, but like I can't remember the guy's name, but this was back, I want to say in the late 80s, early 90s, that I think had got drafted pretty much as an 18 or 19-year-old to the Cardinals back in the day. And then like some stipulations came up, like there was lawsuits, there was some crazy stuff. But the NFL is the biggest money show on. If the NCAA starts doing that though, they'll create their own farm system. The NFL will. That's the money league. They'll do something to combat that. I don't know. That might regulate college again too.
Yeah.
Everything go full circle though.
And that's why I like that conversation or that comment I had seen that 3020 Delmar had put up about, like, he said the advantages went full tilt in the direction of the kids, but for so long it was in the college's favor. And we've seen it at the far extreme. It literally is like an old scale where it was all the way over here. Now it seems like it's like here if you're a prominent enough college player, and we just kind of need to be even. People are getting paid, but colleges are getting their value out of it. Like we got to find a middle ground somewhere. We really do.
Because I hated the fact that all that used to did go on. Like I remember playing NCAA before the kids got the money to get the names on jersey, playing with this player, Denard Robinson with Michigan.
Yep.
This man is Denard Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
And you knew it was him.
Yeah, you ain't got to pay him. Because
same jersey number, likeness. They make him left-handed. You knew.
He got the long dreads. He run fast, just like
shoes not tied.
Yeah,
but his deep passes look like punts.
Seriously, bro.
Yeah,
that was one of the funniest College Game Day back when I used to watch College Game Day every Saturday religiously. That was one of the funniest signs that stuck in my head. It said, "That's not a punt. That's a Denard Robinson pass," and that just cracked me up Because sometimes the things look like they got shot down in duck season. Like it would go deep and just kind of fall. But he was such a good athlete that you were scared to death of him.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie. Though I hate saying what I had to say about Miro, because I talked about son after the game. I was talking so much junk about Miro. I said I couldn't even be here parents in the stadium. I said, but you know,
no.
I said, but you know, they can possibly be you one day. I said, everybody is visible, like they're mad. We know they're mad. You know they can't stay on you.
Mm-hmm. I would love to get a player's parent on a show and just talk to them about the experience that they feel and when things go south, or if their kid makes a bad play, what that it's like and how they feel in that moment. That'd be a great interview show, man. Like that'd be a fun one to do.
Oh man, because like Miro declaring for the draft, and bye, good riddance.
I believe I said thank you, Jesus.
Can I tell y'all something weird though? All that I said about Miro, I told myself when I seen that, I said, but you know what? I said, I already missed him though. I already missed him. Because truly, I like Miro, man. Right. I like him a lot. I said, I did feel bad for the wide receivers too, man. I said, I felt bad. I said, so crazy to the point, even when I talked about, is he got the boy has his hands tied? I felt to the point that he even on the sideline, he visibly mad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, acting out like that, but you can tell him, look at his face and look.
Well, time's a funny thing, and nostalgia's a funny thing, because you'll look back at quarterbacks that you really didn't care much about. Like you remember, God, what was his name? Was it Freddie Kitchens? Like mid-90s, bigger guy.
Was it like 95?
But I would, somewhere in that like 95, 96 range. And at the time, you didn't think he was that great. But you look back at it, and some of the stuff he did still sticks out in your head, though. Like when he grabbed the player one time in the Auburn game and just literally with his arm and just moved the man out of the way so he could make a pass. And I was like, that's some grown man strength. And I was a little kid. I was like, that's awesome, man. Or like Tyler Watts, who was never going to go to the league. We all knew he was going to go to the league. But when he come in on a broke foot and beat Tennessee for the first time in like 8 years, we loved him. We loved him in that moment.
And those moments, what you just
it's gonna take some time. We're a rabid fan base.
It's the reason why we have fans, man. Right. Those moments, like it's those memories, man.
Right.
But we're a rabid fan base, and we're so used to winning again under what Nick Saban had done, and blah 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 blah. But do you not already go back and miss certain guys that was at Saban, like your Hightowers or these guys like D'Amico Ryans back in the day. You missed them guys. Reuben Foster. Man, the way he used to put thump on people, man, I love that shit. And so, like, nostalgia, we will look back 5 or 10 years, and we're going to go, he wasn't the greatest quarterback all time, but he was a deadly athlete. And when the game on the line, he beat some big-time teams. He got us in the playoffs one year. He was 2-0 against Georgia. Mm-hmm. He was 2-0 against Georgia, 2-0 against Auburn, 1-1 with Tennessee. Like, you'll look back at it and go, you know what, man, it's measurable. He had a good Heisman conversation for a little while. Like, we'll look back on him one day, and it's easy to pick all his flaws. It really is, and I'm not there with everybody else. I'm ready for a change. I am. I'm ready for a quarterback to come in.
2-0 against the LSU, too?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, if anybody else had these measurables, we'd be looking back going, man, that's one of the greatest quarterbacks, But, it's a what have you done for me lately kind of thing. Like that Janet Jackson song.
I bet we are big prisoners of the moment.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And when you as a fan have got to root for this team and so many championship wins and had the history that we grew up on, even when Alabama wasn't that great in the mid-90s and the early 2000s up to mid-2000s. We weren't that great, but we got to live off the history of what our parents have watched, or grandparents have watched. And we got beat over the head with the history of Alabama for so long that we felt like we experienced those 12 national championships that had happened before we did. You felt like you were there because you knew players that had played in the 1925 Rose Bowl. Like you had heard so much about it. And so nostalgia is a funny thing. We're going to look back one day and be like, man, he was a good kid. He did the right things. He won some big ball games. But right now, I'm like, I want a kid that can throw that out route, that can do
like I never seen Derrick Thomas play.
Oh man,
I wore number 55 in middle school because two of my favorite linebackers were number 55, and that was Derrick Brooks.
That was me. I got to watch him in the NFL when he was at the Chiefs. And
both of my favorite linebackers' name starts with the Derrick.
I experienced Derrick Thomas, baby. I experienced, yes, sir.
So you got to see Biscuit before that, then.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we had a run of linebackers. If we'd had an offense back in, we'd have been killer.
Yeah, But
even Mike Shula, when I look back at Mike Shula's coaching career, after what Saban did, it's an afterthought. But if you really go back and look at it, and look at some of the games, and look at some of the players that come out of Alabama and went to the NFL,
the grit, man.
Shula actually got us better than where we were, and people don't talk about that. After the Franchione years and the Mike Walsh years, when the way that collapsed into the year 2000, then we got put on probation, blah, 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 3 or 4 coaches later. Shula, man, he brings in guys like Pro Throw, D'Amico Ryans. Brody Kroll had a hell of a career at Alabama. Say what you could throw it anywhere on the field. He just got hurt a lot. Like Keith Browns, like guys like that, man. Like Roman Harper. Like think about some of the players that come through. Antoine Odom, like the list goes on. We put a lot of NFL talent in with those guys. And that year, like 2005, if Pro Throw stays healthy, who knows? Really, who knows?
Facts.
That team was explosive.
I'm not even a Cowboys fan, but when Terrell Owens pulled that shit, he pulled.
And
first thing I said, that's the Alabama blood running through him.
Yeah,
that's the Alabama blood running through him.
That second time he danced on that scar, George T said, "Not my house, man." And I have a signed George T jersey. That's a Cowboys jersey. And I'm not even a Cowboys fan. I make fun of the Cowboys, but I respected George T so much because he's one of the first players I ever remember watching play.
Yeah. Right. First memory of Alabama
football. I watched him in the NFL when he went to the Cowboys and when he went to the Packers and when he went to the Dolphins at the end of his career. Like I remember following his career because he played at Alabama. And so that was always special to me. So I got a Cowboys jersey in my house, and I don't like the Cowboys, but it's George Teague, you know.
Right.
But so now that I'm older, you start seeing a George Teague doing like football content, breaking down stuff. It's so like it's an all to me. It's amazing to be able to watch one of your favorite one of your favorite players, your first memory of Alabama football, breaking down film and stuff, giving you a better understanding of stuff. I'm like, man, this crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Go ahead. I said, look, one of my when we first started doing CTS, we had Teague on. We did an interview with Teague.
I was lucky enough to get to ask him some questions on the Bama Standard one night, man.
We talked, and because T come from down there, and I think T played with Viger.
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah, he played with Viger, and I was, talking like, man, I hate playing them because I'm T age, so he got me by a year or so, whatever. But him, David Palmer, them guys, they like, what school you went to? Like Central Tulsa.
You remember, on that same team growing up, I idolized Copeland and Curry.
Man,
Yeah.
And what they did with them were like, you know, they got them on this end and this end, and then they move them beside each other in the middle, and like you never knew where they're going to be at. But as a quarterback, you had to constantly look for them because they were so destructive. And I finally got to meet them as an adult, and that was a big deal for me because I was like, I idolized those guys because I've always been a defense guy, and so like in the grand scheme of things, in the stat sheets, they may not show up as one of the greatest. But you experienced their career and you got to see their highlights. So yeah, we'll look at him a lot different one day. You really will. You'll look at him a lot different one day.
Yeah,
we'll be a lot more appreciative, you know. But at the same time, we need something different. We really do. Like it's a mutual thing. He needs something different. Like I think he needs to go to a higher level and develop, because clearly they didn't develop him right here.
And I believe this would be best for him. Like. To be able to get to a high level, somebody that's gonna actually probably work with him, he'll get tapped into more people who he needs to be around and sit. Like I can't say he gonna sit because I don't know. I think the NFL is dumb, so I think. But go somewhere and sit behind somebody that's worthy of sitting behind, for one thing. And actually figure this out and see it from the sidelines and see it sitting down long enough to be able to start putting the shit together in your head and understanding what you need to do.
30-20, come on, man. And I don't want you to get cry. I mean, don't get depressed over there, bro. It's gonna be all right. It's all good.
Hey, I used to get mad at Saban when he would start talking bitching about schedules and stuff like that. I'm like, dog, just let it be what it is. You know you've out recruited everybody on that damn schedule. Just go out there and play them games. Like I used to get aggravated at Saban. Like we're back at Saban down what he done, how great he was. I used to bitch about him too. I used to bitch about him. Oh man, like that's just being a fan, dude.
I was one of the ones that I didn't think everything he said was gold.
Right. Man, say I'm officially depressed now.
But I feel like
he's gonna cry his pillow like Kirk Cousins.
Because I talk about the Georgia quarterback situation all the time, like, and that's when I started realizing that with Justin Fields, I said, "Oh, this is a real system thing that they're running over there." I said, "It's clearly our true freshman Justin Fields is better than a Jake Fromm, even though he did just come from out the national championship." And stuff like that, but Justin Fields was that guy that was going to elevate the way things looked at Georgia. The game change the quarterback that you need, but the way that things go with Kirby is, and I said this when he committed to Georgia, that I said he gonna transfer, and the Georgia fan was like, he looked at me like I was just, you fucking retarded. I said, no. I said, you don't know what's going on in Georgia. I said, what happens is with Georgia, I said, if Jay Fromm ain't hurt or he just completely suck it up, I said, he's not going to bitch him from Jake Fields just for Justin Fields. I said, I'm just telling you, that's just how it's going to go, bro. And truth, after his freshman year, what happened? He transferred. And he looked at me, that dude looked at me like, how the hell you know? I said, because I know the culture he came from. He came from Nick Saban that ran a system type of shit for a while. That, you know what I'm saying? I said, so I seen it.
I got a real question. I know you're going to probably want to wrap this up, but I got one for y'all to chew on and something to think about. Maybe we could bring it up on another show, because I don't have an answer. It's just one of them I'm throwing out there. What do you think? Do you think, because Georgia, we've all talked about it, that they looked and felt different this year, right? Do you think he's starting to do what Saban started to do towards the end of his career, where you put too much trust in coordinators and you stray away from what you know best that has won you games? Because let's be completely honest. After 2020, Alabama started to trend downward slowly. It wasn't a massive drop, but let's be real. We started trending downward a little bit. You know, we won some miracle games last year to get into the playoffs, you know. And we kind of got away from what Saban had success with. And I know sometimes you got to adapt and change, but at the same time, nobody ever proved that his way wasn't working. And then we stopped kind of like being a ball control team, running a lot and playing good defense. We got away from that. And then we stopped having these star defensive linemen that went in the first round and these star linebackers that, you still heard about 10 years later in the NFL, blah, 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 blah. We kind of got away from that. And we don't talk about that because, like I said, nostalgia and everything he done, we look at his whole body of work. But I'm thinking about the last few years of his work. And it seemed like he made a lot of bad coaching hires as coordinators. He put a lot of trust in what they did and bought into their systems of what they did and kind of changed the way he did things. And I think it cost him. I still think he had a lot of talent there. And now I'm looking at Georgia, and it's kind of feeling similar to me because the talent Georgia has had the last 2 years to not even have a playoff win. They made it to the playoffs this year, but they got a bye, and they lost in the second round. So they don't even have a playoff win in 2 years, much less a championship now. So, with the talent they've got. And we all thought Georgia rolling in this year was the team to beat, right? We all pretty much did. So
when he made the change, he was like, we gotta do something to change to keep up. And it was, like you said, it was weird because it wasn't nothing that was out there to prove that they don't work. But we, as Alabama friends that love Nick Saban in Alabama, we embraced it and we liked what we seen because we seen Lane Kiffin come in and make Blake seem something completely different. Than we move on to the Loxleys, to the other guy, Brian Dable, the Sarkeesian, and we're like, I like this. Then, you start seeing the Georgia, you're looking at them too as well, like, it's kind of working though. Like, why did we stop doing it? But when I start, this is my thing. This is my thought, opinion. I believe. Remember when we had Dan Enos?
Mm-hmm.
He just up and left. I feel like that's when Saban made the change of start trusting coordinators and letting them do their thing. I feel like that was around that time. I felt like I'm speaking for me.
I could be because I don't have an answer either. I was just throwing that out there for discussion.
I feel like that was around the time he started making that change, stop micromanaging, letting these guys coach and do their thing. And it was like, you got some guys talking, he a micromanager or whatever. But at the same time, my guy, it was working. It was working. It was like your way was working. Like, so it was like, that is something to think about. Like, he said we need to change with the times to keep up, but wasn't nothing out there that showed that we didn't need that we needed to change it. You know what I'm saying? And he stop micromanaging coaches and stop being on them as much. That showed that the way you was doing it was working. Like, in your feelings or whatever, but whatever, man.
I look at it from two angles. The first angle, I look at it from the Saban standpoint. Everybody was talking continuity. You losing coaches, in out. Everybody, people leaving, and they started comparing Dabo, like, Dabo people ain't leaving, yada yada yada, this, that, the third, right? So at some point you got to be like, hey, and I'm pretty sure some people in the background say, hey, man, listen, you got to kind of ease up a little bit, if you want the continuity. Because not only are you having to recruit players, you having to keep the coaching cycle is going on. So that's you putting that extra on your plate, right? So get somebody in here, let them do their thing. You step back and you trust them to do that thing. And you can continue to do what you do. That's one reason I think Saban kind of lit up a little bit. But I'm with you guys. Nobody proved what he was doing wasn't working. It was working. It was just the fact that, hey, man, Saban don't really give a shit when nobody think about him. But at the same time, he had this reputation of being a hard-nosed, hard to work for, his coaches, his players, and this and third. So, like people don't want to work for Saban. That's how that. So he's like, okay, and I think he had to take less because maybe it had got out there that he's a hard person to work for. And,
long nights in the office.
Yeah, them type of things. So the good guys like, hey man, I'm good where I am. So you kind of have your pool shrinks up a little bit of what you can choose.
And I agree with that. I agree with that. But guys that really want to make it to the next level will go through that shit regardless.
You're right. What I'm saying? I agree. Now I agree with that one 100%.
It's kind of like I've watched interviews of guys that's in the NFL that played for Saban in the early years of Saban at Alabama when we first started being successful and winning, and they talked about how damn hard the practices were, and like when they went to the NFL, it wasn't as hard to them as it was playing for him.
That was saying stuff like the games were hard. The practices were harder than the games.
Harder than the game, right?
Yeah, well, but like back in. Well, I ain't gonna go on that tangent, but other sports people have practiced way harder and to make it where when you got to the game, you never got tired, because your practices were 10 times harder. But anyways, like you didn't hear that kind of stuff though the last few years. It seemed like that whole mentality shuffled. And maybe he thought he had to change because of the type of kids that was coming along now. Right. But I also feel like there's still that mentality. We talked about this earlier with the LeBron Jameses and the Michael Jordans, where money ain't shit to them. They're going to make their money and they love their lifestyle, but they want to prove they're the best. Those kids still exist somewhere. It's hard to find them. So there's going to be that 1 5-star that Michigan offers you $1 million, but Alabama's got Nick Saban and they want to play for the best and develop. To prove themselves. So they're still out there. I don't know that he had to change.
Yes. So with that being said, Van, that's why I'm still impressed with Georgia to a certain extent, because to a certain extent, it's still kind of working. I think it is. I think it's in the fizzling out stage because of the kids are different. But that's why I can say I don't give a damn.
But the recruiting practices are different too.
Yeah, that's why I can say I don't give a damn how people feel about Dabo, but Dabo standing on business, on his belief and how he feels about NIL and transfer portal during this time of college football. He's standing on business. People don't realize.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's cute. And you can get away with that in the ACC. But if he was in the Big 10 or I'll say the Big 12. Big 12 had competition this year too, or the SEC, you can get away with that shit.
True.
You're not.
And go back to what you just said. But he in the ACC, and Clemson played a lot of the young guys. So when you stand on that business, it gives a lot of opportunity to the young guys, and you have to play these guys, and that intrigues them to stay and get developed more, you know what I'm saying? So I think moving forward with Clemson, I think they're going to be a product again in the CFB, college football playoffs, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's going to look a whole lot better with K. Cleveland coming back, Peter Woods coming back, TJ Parker from my Phoenix City, Alabama, coming back. Guys like that with them young receivers, Sammy Brown, true freshman linebacker that was actually playing pretty goddamn good this season coming back. That's going to be a product to see in the ACC and actually can bleed over into other conferences, making them look kind of crazy in the playoffs. Does it happen? I don't know. Fair. But that's the way.
But that was out of necessity almost. Yeah. Because nobody was really wanting to go to Clemson outside of high school kids, so maybe they found the loop.
Yep.
Maybe if we don't focus over here and we focus on high school kids, we'll get young talent. We may have a couple of kind of rough years, but
then you intrigue them by playing time and public development. And when their playing time comes with productivity, like producing, that make them even want to stay more, not just being on the field running routes or blocking or whatever, or blocking out the backfield as a running back. And I'm not getting a rock in my hand, you know what I'm saying? Actually having to use them And you were the bright spot of their team that year, but it intrigues them to come back, and now you got something to lean forward to. Now you got a goddamn veteran quarterback in Cade Cunningham that's been there now. And now you got young wide receivers that goddamn balled out actually for real. You got defensive players that balled out and coming back. You got young defensive players that balled out as a freshman, come back. That sets a team right there. Yeah. That's ACC, but that type of stuff can bleed over into beating a goddamn on SEC, Big 10, or Big 12 team.
Right. But then there's a second part to that Saban Kirby story. Second part is Alabama came so damn big that you can't do all that. Like one man can't be a coach and captain, and you can't. You got to have crew. You got to have mates, and you got to trust them mates to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a crew, and you got to trust them to do what they do. And I think Kirby started experiencing that at Georgia. Georgia been always peaking. They always teetering, and they finally got that championship. Then they got another one, and all of a sudden Georgia's talking town. Alabama ain't really. Alabama's still the talk, but okay, well Georgia's the next Alabama. You know they were doing that to Dabo, but Dabo, I'm doing my thing over here.
Yeah,
I ain't worried about all that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. The hell what y'all say. Kirby got big, and then Kirby started experiencing coaches leaving because of opportunities. And he was stacking. You told me we were stacking the players up, and now you can't do that no more. And I think at some point it just gets so big that you got to rely on your people, you know. And when you do, you know, listen, we all men, we all work in our perspective, jobs, errors, whatever. And that old saying is, if you want something done right, do it yourself, right?
Yep.
I have that mindset. I have people under me at work, but my mindset, if I know I need something done, I'm gonna tackle that myself because I know what I need.
I can rely on me. Yep.
And once you kind of have to relinquish some of that power over and let them do it and have trust in them. This is what happens, unfortunately.
Hey, it's okay, dog. It's okay, man.
I was reading that comment too. I feel we've been there.
Yeah, I feel you. It's all right. It's all right.
Listen,
my kid weeds from my area too. Just to let you know, man. This Columbus, Georgia, finished.
Listen, bro. Listen. He told y'all that with success, because now y'all expecting to win it. Y'all 30-20, y'all turned to Alabama fan. Okay, y'all turned to what y'all said the Alabama fan were. Y'all got a taste of that, and nothing short of a championship is good to y'all. Listen, nothing. If it's not a championship, it don't matter. And you feeling it. You feeling it. Because that's how we feel.
And what you said, I like the second part of your Saban thing. The machine gets so big, it can't live off of nothing. You can't fatten it up. It's always hungry. It's always moving. So you've got to constantly be the best, and nothing better. And man. I mean, it's
you can't sleep. It's like a chicken. It's like a
you remember when Clemson beat us? Do you remember the year that Clemson beat us? And it felt like it honestly kind of felt like
the world ended.
It did, dude. Like I thought I would never see Alabama lose a championship game in my life.
I was just about to say, man. And then it felt like that never could happen.
No, because I watched us win in '92, and then my whole childhood we kind of stunk. And then 2009, we walk in, we beat Texas. And then you're like, oh, shit, I got to see a national championship as an adult. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Then in 2011, you win another one. And in 2012, you win another one. Just walk right through Notre Dame.
We supposed to.
And, by then, you're like, nobody can beat us. And then you get that national championship. And then Clemson comes in with all these players that highly ranked. But you're like, it's Alabama. Come on. bro. Like I was like, well, it's been fun. This is nice fun. I really didn't think we'd win another one after that.
I really did. Quarterback. I would keep saying this. A freshman quarterback. Dude. And they went to work on Alabama. I mean, they went to work on Alabama.
And unsung on that defense, too. Like, that defense produced fucking stars that nobody talked about.
Yeah. Man. See 30-20, but it's fun to see folks turn in just to see Georgia lose. See, that's what everybody doing to us. When Tennessee won, everybody was a Tennessee fan. It felt like every other fan base was a Tennessee fan. Georgia fans, Miami
But can I be honest with you? When Tennessee beat us, it wasn't the fact that we lost. It was kind of how we lost and how undisciplined we looked. Deep down, I remember telling my cousin, I was like, this kind of feels like the beginning of the end to me. I was like, Alabama ain't never looked this undisciplined before.
This undisciplined.
Not under Saban. And then it didn't change. We kept doing it. And then we did it the next year. And even Saban's last year, we were so undisciplined, flags all the time. Like I said, it was kind of slowly coming down, you know. And I think Saban knew it was over. I think he knew it was over.
Because he can't get through to the kids and say what he used to. And so for the board to get so much flag like on X, you know, it's deadly over there on X. Like I don't even tweet shit. I just repost shit I like and got there. I just read shit because it's deadly over there.
I ain't gonna lie. Does he have a Twitter? I don't have one. The coach, does he have one?
If you do, I hope you don't read it.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you. If I have one, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd be like, you know, you had a.
I don't know how much he really he operates. I don't know. This stuff I always think about highly like the high people like that. Like they have one, but is it somebody just putting out stuff, just say the service? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but
I don't have social media. Like I really don't give a shit about other people's opinions. Just to be honest, like you do it for the show reasons, and I get it.
Yeah,
you get
and the people I follow are the people probably see you on show or something. But the main people I'm there for are the inside of the college football people. That's the main thing. And I do rock with the young the high school kids, the young recruits, the people that we follow and trying to recruit the players and stuff.
Well, I'm weird because like me and Rise Up was friends on Facebook when I still had a Facebook. I just post dumb, funny shit. Like I don't post nothing personal about me. People don't know shit about me. Like I don't tell people my business.
Somebody literally asked me, "Why you don't post stuff about your kids and your wife?" I said,
for that damn reason.
I said, I don't even got my real name on social. You see what
I didn't know your name until like couple weeks ago. I didn't ask. It ain't none of my fucking business. Like I enjoy talking with y'all, and I keep it there. I don't ask.
And I'm like,
I keep it jailhouse fresh and funky, man. I don't talk about nothing other than what's happening right now.
And I tell people, I said, if you know me, you know me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But like, if I had Twitter, I ain't gonna lie, I would have probably had to tweeted him something after that Michigan game. But like, you couldn't have put nobody in the second half, man. Like, you know, just something. Just
now yesterday, I was responding to some tweets. It was funny. They were talking about the Alabama game. A Georgia fan said, "I can't believe it. I'm not seeing it." And I said, "Believe it, because you're seeing it. It's happening right now."
Yeah, I think I got Twitter, but I don't never be on it. I never log in, or I can't tell you the last time I've been on that thing, man. And I never tweeted anything. So
I'll tell you
something important to say.
I'm gonna tell you on Twitter, everybody's smart as hell on Twitter. Everybody know it all, cuz.
like most of the time, like when we talking, like when because we, you know, we all message back and forth. We get along good. We be talking about sports and shit, talking funny shit. Yeah. But most of the time, like if I ain't watching sports, shit, I ain't got time to be sitting around on no fucking social media shit. Hell, I'm watching The Last Dragon or some shit. Like I ain't got time. Cotton Goes to Harlem. I watch you know, like that's the kind of shit I ain't got time to be hearing y'all's opinion on world news. Fuck y'all. I don't even care about none of that shit. Well, my belief, I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know shit about the world. I know the groceries too damn high. That's what I know. I don't give a shit about nobody's opinion on nothing. It don't pay my bills.
Some folks on Twitter, especially on the football world, I said these motherfuckers know everything, boy. Yeah. And don't know. I'm being sarcastic when I'm saying.
And they ain't played the.
They think they do. Oh, dude, I'll never forget. I think I came on here bitching about it like early when I first started doing this show with y'all on a pretty regular basis early in the year. And man, I'll never forget watching ESPN, and they had some girl on there, and I can't remember her name, talking about how cover 2 has made it harder in the NFL. And I said, they've been running some sort of version of cover 2 since the fucking 50s, lady. Like, you don't even know nothing about damn football. You out here throwing shit out, and there's going to be people believe you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, shut up. Like, you don't know everything. Right. Like, sometimes they don't want to chalk it up to the fact that nobody's getting developed through college because they played for 17 teams.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, they don't want to chalk it up to that, and then y'all still waste a first-round pick on them.
Or this dude just had a skill set that was so high school and it's still working college. He's
such a great athlete that he was undeniable, and then you get to that third level where everybody's as fast as you, and you're not special no more.
Exactly, that number 2 that goddamn you seeing you looking that bitch in the barrel like what the fuck? You just let that bitch go.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you that's what I'm saying. Like it just blows my mind. Like, do y'all ever watch? Like, I get most of my sports news from like people we're all friends with that's got YouTube channels. You know, I say friends. I don't know them on a personal level, but we talk to them here and there, and show up in the chat. I don't watch a lot of ESPN and shit because. When you start doing this and you start putting in your own work and start analyzing yourself, and then you watch them and you see some of the dumb shit they say, and you're like, I'm not a good talker and I'm no smarter than any coach that's ever lived. But my opinions ain't no worse than this dumb motherfucker over here making $500,000. And like, I can't even watch the shit now. Like a Skip Bayless show, get the fuck out of here. I ain't got time for that old crusty bastard. Mad at the world all the time. I ain't got time for it.
Yup. But man, y'all, I like this. We talked about the play. We talked about third round a little bit. Hey, but that's why I like having y'all on, man. I just like the organic conversations that we have, man. Right. I know what I like about it, man.
Y'all just brought me on so I could talk about cigarettes and back up to his opinion on Quincy's roles because they were slamming.
And then off in the veer off so much. I was like, let me reel it back in because I am finna.
You got to with me.
No, I was about to tell on me.
Oh, I will too. I will too eventually. Trust me. If I talk long enough, I'll be talking some shit, But yeah, you can't let me drive ever. You got to steer it off.
Don't give me the keys or the aux cord. Tell them what
we go going to the store. Next thing you know, we on 285 in Atlanta, going in a circle.
30-20. What Jay Shipes it? I ain't seen Jay Shipes.
I ain't seen him in a long time.
He was in KB chats until today.
Funny how that works, ain't it?
Hey. I want to do something I ain't never did. We finna watch a Kangaroo Black video live right here. Because the guy they go, the title of it is funny as hell. And we all know my man Kangaroo Black what he does. So this is finna be lit.
I ain't seen Andrew Lib, bro.
Be dressed up like a doctor tomorrow.
Andrew Lib, brother, I ain't seen. Bill Cans going to the hibernation. We ain't gonna see him to kick off next season. When Bill Can lose, he can't come out and face it.
The thumbnail say they lost to Rudy. We might watch the whole video.
Wait for you.
Hold on.
Fucking Rudy.
Did you see him talking to the helmet? You told the helmet to look at him. Look at me. You look at me.
There goes that cackle, man. He's on it.
Right where it belongs.
Like we just didn't lose a big game.
Right.
Like we didn't lose.
Georgia Bulldog fans, your mighty Georgia Bulldogs got their ass whooped. They got whooped. Manhandled. Physically got their ass whooped by Rudy by double digits. And guess what? I'm glad it happened. I am glad it happened because y'all deserved it. All that shit y'all be talking, y'all deserved it. Thinking y'all Georgia Bulldogs is the best team in the land when everybody outside of the Georgia fan base knew it. And a lot of you Georgia fans knew it too. I know you did.
I took two things that I love, dancing and dogs, and I made them into a successful business. Hi.
You ain't got the premium either. I get it.
Yeah.
Rudy put a beat down on your ass.
I still act like a motherfucker.
And I loved every damn minute of it. Rudy beat your ass by double digits. Kirby Smart, he's supposed to be the best coach in all of college football. And once again, he failed y'all. I told you Georgia Bulldog fans time and time again. Kirby, just like Dabo Swinney now, Kirby, his whole head coaching career, college head coaching career, is on the back of Stetson Bennett. It is. Because he ain't did a damn thing without Stetson Bennett. He didn't do a damn thing before Stetson Bennett. He didn't do a damn thing after Stetson Bennett. Not nothing. So his head coaching success is on the back of Stetson Bennett. So, hey, that's just the way it is. Just like Dabo.
I got to pause real quick. Hey, Van, I want to bring up one thing about KB. Do you know he freestyles all this shit?
It don't surprise me because I watch his lives. And this motherfucker's talented, dude. Like I wish I had what that dude's got, man. Because like this, like he don't miss. Like if he's wrong about something, he's such a good damn talker. He still talk shit to you and be on your level, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, well, if I'm wrong, I gotta come up on here yeah, I was wrong about Ohio State or whatever. Yeah, I don't know shit, but like not him. Hell no, he'll talk his way right out of it. It's talent, dude. That motherfucker's talented.
Can't really be freestyling all this shit, man. I'm like, this shit crazy, bro.
But that's why it's so damn good because it ain't scripted.
Yep.
Straight up.
His college head coaching success comes off the back of Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence. Kirby is Dabo 2.0. I done told y'all that many a times. And Georgia Bulldogs is the Clemson Tigers 2.0. Y'all should sit together because y'all are identical twins. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is.
Damn.
I told you when you won that second national championship, the 40 years has started over. And it's true. You better believe, OKB, I'm telling y'all, the 40 years is starting over. Well, has started over. Just a few years ago, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, you was yelling 3-peat. What happened? What happened? And here it is, OKB, just yesterday, said that Georgia would win the Natty. But then I watched Ohio State play, and I changed my mind. I said Ohio State is the best team in the daggone playoffs. And I switched from Georgia to Ohio State, and I'm glad I did. Because I went by the eye test. I went by the eye test. And I don't want to hear no daggone Georgia fans talking about, we didn't have our starting quarterback. We had a backup. The damn backup looked better than your starter any damn way. I don't know why Gunnar Stockton ain't been playing. I mean, damn.
I'd have been more ready for the situation.
I don't want to hear nothing about your running backs. Notre Dame defense was just dominant. That's all it is. Georgia sitting up with 10 damn rushing yards at halftime. Pathetic. Pathetic. And I warned y'all. I said that Notre Dame had a good damn defense. But y'all was telling me Notre Dame is soft. Notre Dame is weak. Ain't no way Notre Dame can beat Georgia. Bullshit. Well, you know different now. You know different. You ain't back in 2021 or 2022. Those days are gone. And they ain't coming back. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. 10 damn yards at halftime. You didn't even have 300 yards total offense. But neither did Notre Dame. They didn't need it. They didn't need it. Riley Leonard, quarterback for Notre Dame. You know where he's from. He from Alabama. Them Georgia Bulldogs and Kirby Smart just can't shake they Alabama counterpart. You can't shake them. Riley Leonard, quarterback for Notre Dame from Alabama. So guess what? Alabama beat that ass again. You ain't got that monkey off your back yet. And it ain't coming off no time soon. None. Basically, Riley Leonard in that defense beat you by themselves. Matter of fact, Notre Dame only had like 244 yards. Riley Leonard was responsible for 170 of that by himself. By himself. Didn't even have 90 yards passing. 100 yards passing. He had 90 yards passing, 80 yards rushing. And again, leading rusher. He did y'all like Jalen Miro did you. That's what he did. He did y'all. Y'all thought y'all was playing against Jalen Miro today. Because you couldn't stop. That's all I know. Had they ran Riley Leonard a little bit more, the score would have been worse than what it was. Even though I like it. And Georgia Bulldogs, y'all got to realize that y'all got beat by Rudy. Y'all got to realize that y'all got beat by a damn leprechaun. And that leprechaun stuck that boot all the way up in you. All the way. No mercy. None whatsoever. And I enjoyed every damn minute of it. Every minute of it. You got Dylan Bell dropping wide open passes. You got your guys jumping off sides on 4th and inches. How you do that? You know they ain't snapping the ball. What you moving for? They at their own 19 damn yard line. But I'm glad you did it. And you Georgia fans, I don't want to hear a damn thing about the damn refs. Because the refs tried to help y'all out all they could. They did their part in helping you. Kirby Smart and your Georgia Bulldogs didn't do their part. That's who you blame.
Damn.
That's who you blame.
That's
nobody else. I'm so glad y'all got that ass whooped and y'all can shut y'all damn mouth. Go ahead and talk about it. At least y'all made the damn playoffs. Those two words, at least, are only used by losers. At least we did that. At least we did this. When you use the word at least, that means you didn't get the outcome that you expected. That's what that means. So continue to do that. You can say you won the SEC championship. When all those times my Alabama Crimson Tide.
All right, man. That thing 18 minutes long, man. I'm gonna get out here. But I gotta say this. Shout out to my boy KB.
Yeah, man.
He well over 20K right now. And I was telling KB, before the season, I said I think he'd get 20K before the season. And now we start seeing how things play out. I said you definitely gonna get 20K before the goddamn playoffs get out. I gotta give a shout out to that guy because he done helped me out a lot on doing this, giving me opportunities.
Same dude. Like he ain't never me and him ain't never personally worked together. I came on the show with you one time, only time I ever went live with him. But like he's popped up in shows everywhere I've ever been. You know, just pop up the chat, throw some support your way, you know, whatever. Let you know he's in the house. And like he's always, you know, he's got his shows where he allows pretty much whoever to come on there and speak your piece. And but I know you and Rise Up know him and consider him a friend. So that tells me all I need to know about the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I know he's a good ass dude. And I see 3020 Delmar Lane's comment, and I ain't trying to get no argument with nobody. He's entitled to his opinion. But like you gotta understand, when you got so many people coming to you all the time, and most of them don't even have a valid argument, anytime you see anything negative, you just start swinging. Because you assume everybody's trolling your ass all the time instead of just trying to have a conversation with you. Because, like, I told everybody, I can't do what he does. I couldn't do it.
Hell no, I can't do it.
I'd be so goddamn mad at the end of one of them live shows, man. I'm going to tell you right now, like, I like talking a little shit, but, like, some people don't know how to talk shit in a way that don't get personal.
Yeah.
And, like, he can handle things. I can't do it like that. Like, I ain't got his talent. But he got a hell of a channel, man. Like, I think you need to go back over and give it a little bit of a chance, man. Because like you make good points in the chat, 3020, and like I think he would see some of your stuff and be like, you know, I agree with that. It may be a comment against Alabama or it may be a comment for Georgia, but it makes sense. That's kind of what we try to do over here, man. Like, you know, we're obviously Alabama fans, but if Georgia's better than us, we're gonna be the first ones to tell you. We ain't gonna fucking bullshit you. I don't even make fun of nobody's team, especially when mine losing the way they fucking did. But like at the end of the day, I like to see good football. And I like to talk with people that know the game. And I'm not saying I know it more than anybody else, but I know enough about it to talk about it a little bit. And we're lucky we get people come over here in this chat, bring up good conversations. So I think you need to go back over at Chai's channel out again, man. I think you'd like it better.
Yeah, KB, man, he helped me out a lot. Got a chance to actually he came down to the area a couple times and actually I got a chance to, you know what I'm saying, see him in person, meet him and whatever. But man, salute to KB and sure he go hit 40K, goddamn. That's his next milestone, 50K or something like that.
Shit, he'll hit 100K before it's over because I think any fan base can appreciate what he does.
Yeah. But that's my personal opinion about KB, man. Stand up guy. Congratulations for the 20K plus. That's all I say. Yeah. Congratulations for that. I know the work of me getting my little 1,000 subscribers was goddamn hellified journey. I know 20K is a hellified working process. So man,
well, you know, I ain't never started my own channel because I'm too stupid to do it. And honestly, I know I would get like 3 people and it'd all be my family members.
Hey,
but
I tell you about me all the time. I almost quit YouTube again today. I had to make a thumbnail and I was like, shit, fuck it. I quit.
Yeah, you're like me. You got so many priorities in front of it. You're just like, whatever. Yeah. Like, I swore I was never gonna do it again at the end of last year, dog. I was like,
I'm gonna tell you how my day went. Of course, last night was New Year's, so New Year's Eve. Yesterday was New Year's, and the day before that. So today it was training session 9 o'clock. Oh, we usually do it 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock earlier. After 9 o'clock. Lead the training session. We go straight to my dad house and we go rake. We we got acres down there, and we go rake leaves down there. Like, and that shit ain't no easy raking leaves on all that land.
Especially when you hung over from the day before, and that smoke be hitting you in the face when you burning them, right?
Yeah, burn them, definitely burn them. I'm like, shit, man. And so the first quarter of the game, Georgia Notre Dame, shit, I really didn't see it because I was knocked out sleep. I was knocked out sleep, man. I was knocked out sleep, dog. And I my wife. We only got Jamaican food, so we officially woke up for the rest of the game. And earlier in the day, I was saying I need to make a thumbnail, but I'm so damn lazy. I'm like, fuck that thumbnail. Then as the game going on, I said, I need to make the thumbnail for real. So shit. What he said.
Oh, by the way, Rise Up texted me and said the battery bar died.
Yeah, I seen it. I ain't seen it.
I told him he ducked out like my uncle did when the child support come around. That motherfucker's gone.
I feed there, Marlene. I feed, dog. I feed.
Hey, man, you got a right to feel that way. Like, there's certain people on YouTube I don't fuck with that a lot of people like too. So, I mean, you got a right to your opinion, man.
KB in the chat. I was just got that go. I was just showing y'all, congratulating you on your 20K, man, and appreciate you and thank you about the time you helped me out, bro. Appreciate
and I'm gonna tell him the same thing I always tell him. He's the best damn entertainer / fair weather ass fan.
Fair weather.
No, for real though. Congratulations, dude. You fucking earned it.
Hell yeah.
Most entertaining damn Alabama fan I've ever met.
Yes, keep up the success. We on the road to 40K, baby. We on the road to 40K, 50K, 100K. Run it up. Run it up. Hey, when you first get that college game day experience, cuz I want to ride with you too.
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna be one of the first YouTubers to be on college game day, have the college game day as a guest picker.
He don't even know me like that, but maybe through like he could hook me up too. I just want to be in the crowd watching it. You know, I don't even care.
Hold a sign up. But man, we're gonna get off here, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Good show. These things be running over. We be down there working the shit. We down there. We said, "Come on, we."
Oh hell yeah!
Y'all showing up drunk.
Trust me, I got some legendary drunk shows from when I first started, like a year and a half ago. I challenge people to fist fights, all kind of shit.
But we down there be working a part-time job doing these shit.
Hey, speaking of, been about a year since Coach Dude.
Yeah, man.
I didn't want to forget that because anybody that knew Coach Dude loved the man. He's one of the coolest damn people I ever associated with on YouTube. He was a big reason why I kept wanting to do it for so long because he would come on with me and him chop it up and have such a good time. And big reason why I got hooked up with this guy right over here because I get along with him so good. It's just having fun, man, because I got no aspirations to make it big because I ain't got it like that. But I like coming on here and having fun. And I just don't want to forget about the man. You know, it's been about a year. And, you know, think a lot of him, man. I miss that dude.
Yeah. Matter of fact, when Penn State was playing the other night, I thought about it then. I said, it's about that time again. Yep. And I still today want to know what he would have to say about god dang gone Colorado.
I'm telling you, I used to feed that shit to him. You know, he become regular. It was like half my show, half his. Like every Sunday, it was just me and him, and we would bullshit through the week, you know, on the phone, just like me and you do.
Yeah.
And man, I would bring that shit up on purpose. Like I would just wait until he got passionate about some Alabama shit, and I'd be like, by the way, did you see what Dion said the other day? And man, he'd go off. He cussed worse than me, you know, like.
Boy, I used to think that was so funny, boy. Man, do not fool with Coach Private in Colorado City.
Oh God, he hated it, man. It was hilarious, but I think he would have given his props for what they done this year. Like he was fair and balanced. Like he didn't have to like him, but if you did good, he'd take you. You know. But shit, man. Appreciate you for letting me come on.
Yeah, no problem, bro. No problem.
Got out to rise up when he gets that battery back up. Bro. Oh shit.
Yeah, keep doing your thing, dog. Keep doing your thing, bro.
Oh, for sure, man. Inspirational.
You going
like that shit. Damn. He literally is like the biggest channel I know. Like if anybody, you know, I've ever like got to go on the show or whatever. Like, but same cat, you know.
Yeah, like seriously, he the same person in person, on phone, whatever, dog. Like it's real. It ain't no gimmick. It's real.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah. Jay on YouTube, roll tide, baby. Salute to you. Appreciate you for tuning in, but we finna head out. Catch us again. When we be on again, don't know, because your boy be everywhere right now. Right now, I got a future 5-star in the making, I hope. Cross your fingers.
I believe.
And I'm putting a lot of time in that. So,
and I promise you, NSJ, next week I will try not to go so far off subject that I start talking about brands of cigarettes and shit. Like,
man, you know, I don't care nothing about that. You know, I don't care.
Oh
shit. Can't be. But man, let's get off here, man. I'm holler at y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all, man.